of your children, my own grandchildren, and yours, we have a country they can be proud of. Our opposition, as we are asking them to go and vote, I have one secret for you. Let me ask the question. If you know you can win, will you fight and disrupt the vote?
Not at all.
Eh?
Not at all.
When you know you are sure to win,
No way.
will you fight and disrupt the vote?
No way.
The opposition. Your job is not to stay and make sure that they fight alone, that they vote alone. Your job is to protect that vote, to make sure that anybody who wants to fight, you don't allow them to fight, because you know you are winning. You have everything to lose. Any vote they disrupt is your vote. Any vote they cancel may be your vote. So the job is not one getting people to vote, but getting people to protect that vote. Now listen to me. Our success is the future of this country. If it is food, we have enough to eat for ourselves and our children. If it is management of our family, we can do it for ourselves without seeing you. But we all say we must get together to rescue this country.
Yes.
So that the future of your children, my own grandchildren, and yours.
Good morning, Nigerians. Churchibere. Good morning, Nigerians. We, on behalf of the Tinubu support group, Diaspora, I'm consulting with prominent Nigerians in this country. As I told you 3 days ago, we have to take our country back. We cannot be here and be comfortable and our people are back on suffering. We don't need anything from you. The least you can do for us, support. Give us your moral support. We don't need any money. We want good education for our children. They can't be harvesting our resources and be harvesting our organs. This is a movement. I want you, all Nigerians from all over the world, to give Bola Ahmed Tinubu your support. He will transform Nigeria, trust me. I believe in his vision. God bless you. Good morning, Nigerians. Churchibere. Good morning,
My people, I greet everybody today. I welcome everybody and I will say good evening from UK, Europe, and other area, maybe good morning in Australia. If I say good evening in UK, I may be right. My people, I greet everybody today. And I know say this platform now for our people, we're not so much like that big English. More so, if you ask any British great people, any great British person, and ask them this question, say which language then they speak for Nigeria, don't say most of them, majority of them speak Pidgin English. My people, this platform now for Pidgin English, for those who not understand Nigerian politics or African politics. This now the platform where we defeat digester. We not they speak big English. A lot of people did diaspora. This now the channel, the platform for diasporans. And a lot of them they here, they not they speak big English. And we come to do this program so that a lot of people go understand what thing they happen. My people, I welcome you now. For some time now, for the past 2 weeks, when they hear people they talk about what then they call am protest. They want protest for Nigeria. But a lot of people they phone me, they say, Oga Monday, Oga Okaigbe, you not just talk put for this matter of protest. You there among people will begin the one cut in head put for Tinubu to become the president of Nigeria. Yes, I not deny. I not wrong. Now the truth I dey stand for. Tinubu is still the only person wey go fit fix Nigeria. A lot of people not understand say that Nigeria get problem since 2014 when me go fit trace back to. A lot of people not understand say around that 2014 there's that credit crunch, economic crunch, that credit crunch when Buhari did power. When President Goodluck Jonathan did power. Things bad. Boko Haram, they kill people, money not dey. But for Nigeria, we were able to survive it. Nobody here. Then I dey do business, go Nigeria, I dey see everything. I dey see how Nigeria still the kick when Europe and America, their economic go down. It go down. Even to buy paper wey dem dey take print from photocopy machine, they not get them. I'm talking about 2014 when Goodluck did. Then, me go Nigeria, I expected say Nigerians go back, or all African countries go back, go they eat from dustbin. But when I reached there, I say the people not even know say economic crunch dey. Everybody know now when mortgage price, before this time, before 2014, if you just get 5%, even if you not get 5%, you get 100% mortgage. You fit just go any bank or go any estate agent, you say you want buy house, you just get them. The economic, it go down. During this time, now President Goodluck now dey power. President Goodluck was trying to fix it. He not fit. And make una not forget, the election will bring President Goodluck come to power. That election, now the one where if he enter after Obasanjo. Obasanjo try. Obasanjo came in at the time where the whole world they cry say debt, gbese, where they poor countries, especially in Africa, it too much, made them reduce them, made them forgive them, debt for forgiveness. They can't write a lot of all the debt off. So money where Nigeria they get and Paris refund and all, Obasanjo manager, he put them for Goodluck hand. Goodluck can't enter. Because the reason why they talk this one, as everybody know, una know say me, before me start to the talk story, because people they call me Okbuka storyteller, I dey always they draw people go back. I go tell una the thing where they call the empirical. Then I go tell una the background before we go enter present. I beg my people, make una share this video. Make una invite friends. Make them come listen. A lot of people not understand. Everybody just they put everything for Tinubu head. Say na Tinubu time, now this thing can't start, now everything can they suffer, people they suffer, people they suffer. My people, now only 1 year and 2 months, Tinubu don't stay for power, don't be president of Nigeria. 14 months, 14 months. And that 14 months, I go explain that to una the thing where Tinubu don't do since to make Nigeria better. The problem with the present government of Tinubu be say Tinubu not dey talk. He wants to just get there and get the job done. He talk am. He say he go work, he go like to work. But the thing with Tinubu come meet for there when he come power, we go talk am. Like I explained to una just now, we go talk am from good luck time. We not know what they call rewind. We go rewind and go back a bit. I beg make una share this video. A lot of people don't sleep for Europe. A lot of people they watch me from YouTube now. Una know say YouTube there. Make una no worry. Make una share. I not go stay long today. I know say our brothers, the panelists, Victor, Alois, Israel Asemuta, Clarence Bear, and Akim. If they never sleep, then they go join me for this program. My people, this problem started from Goodluck Jonathan, PDP period. That economic crunch, it affected Nigeria, but we don't know. We get shock absorber. We begin to play, we don't know. So till 2016 or 2015, when Goodluck won handover, inside the election, I remember, and I'll look for the video because this video will be part 1 and 2. If I not get my panelists today, tomorrow we'll continue on part 2. Not be tomorrow, so now once for people for Nigeria, enemies of darkness won't start the protest. We go show now all those videos. We go show now. Go reach the video where they catch people with aeroplane with one pastor, plenty money. They go South Africa. They said when they catch them, they said they want to go take and buy arms to fight Boko Haram. I just dey talk all this one as a landmark, make people for draw their memory back, make them for rewind their memory back. I beg, if you did comment section, if you did hear me, I beg, make you type on whether you did hear or not, so that I go do anything, because a lot of people then they spoil my work. So all this now the thing will happen right from President Goodluck time. Goodluck talk am during that time. He say for the next few years, Nigeria go face big problem. A lot of people don't understand, because some people they watch television, some people not get access to television. Some people where they watch, then they forget things so easily. To the extent when that election happened, Goodluck Jonathan, after he lost the election, he no fight. People go there, go to one protest, say they rig the election. President Goodluck, no. He tell them, say, make them not worry about it. You know what make blood, make them spill am. If I remember that data man, we go sit down for where then they hold conference, we say the election, the rig am, make Jaga go back to your office. If you not still remember, I just dey talk all this one, make una know. President Tinubu na person wey dey work. He know the talk. That be the topic when I want to discuss today. Now the truth, me the talk, me I know the talk lie. President Tinubu, he kept quiet. Right from the time when then they do campaign, they go campaign, go talk. But say make President Tinubu come television, they talk like Peter Obi, they talk a lot of things. Tinubu not they do such a thing. And now he don't win, he don't become president of Nigeria. Since last year, me I never see where President Tinubu sit down for television station. He even get in your station, make begin the talk. This now one of the problems where be say he can't amount wey come cause this people dey shout protest, dem no dey do anything. Tinubu get plenty policies wey don unleash, wey don dey give Nigerians, wey don dey give a lot of people for Nigerians, to the state governors, make dem give to Nigerians, make life easy for them. A lot of this, dem many palliatives, money wey dey give them. E know the medicine for Nigeria, but a lot of people no understand what the problem is, the problem wey Tinubu come meet there. I still draw una back again. When they finish that election, if I don't forget that guy name, now from Delta, we go sit down for there, say, Jaga, you must go to your office, so you must go. Now from there, now Goodluck Jonathan tell the guy, say, Mona go sit down, he win. He concede, that means say, he agree, say, Buhari win the election. He know the argument go home. But deep down in his mind, he know say the economy don't spoil. Buhari took over. Buhari know wetin dey happen, but he not talk. But in spite of that, Buhari come out. We see him for BBC. We see him for AIT. They talk to people. I go give una one landmark, one comment wey he make when they ask him about Nnamdi Kanu. He talk say, Buhari say, that young man, he get a British passport. He want born Nigeria, he go run. We not get country where we dey go. I just talk that one. Make una know say Buhari talk. Oh, see our brother dey here with me. He don't tell me now. He say, Oru baby, good comrade, Oato. That a great guy. We like Nigeria. We want make Nigeria better. This na people don't go keep quiet. They look everything about Nigeria. Prayer for this man, for Nigeria to better. Nine people like good comrade stand for. Now people will go come here, come to talk about people like Israel Asemota. Kolokbe will come make talk. Kolokbe will no. That one we are not talking about Okbewulu today. We are talking about why President Tinubu not the talk. The problem with our country, the problem with the president at the moment, I know, it's not talking, but it's working. See, Mona not talk, say then give me money. I don't want anybody talk that kind of thing here. I suffer. I carry enemies plenty for Tinubu election last year. 2 years ago, now they start to fight me. They go to even fight me for Nigeria. Me to England here. Penny I not get for Tinubu, but the reason be say, just as a good comrade be, now so me be, people will like Nigeria, may want the best for Nigeria, now be. Or many times people where they follow me know how I don't suffer for Nigeria. This teach way day here, so now fake. In the course of fighting for Nigeria, I lost all the teeth. For airport, I want to travel one day. They tell me say, Obasanjo get plenty chicken, small chicken. So they now carry plenty passenger Nigeria Airways. Now the team invest me. Now I go block aeroplane for door. So nobody go enter this plane until them bring those chicken down. Now for this London it happen. When I reached, I've eventually got on the flight. When I reached Nigeria, they beat me, they fight me. I fight them too. Me, as I be fight well. I engage over 4 soldiers where they want carry me go deal with. So me, I don't suffer. This Tinubu will not the talk so. I swear to God, when Abacha drove them away. Now Balende Suya for Acne. Now Tinubu they go Sudan. They drive all of them. Go reach Yegun, go reach a lot of them. Will listen can run go America. Inside winter, now we they go shout at Abacha must go. But today, me, I never get one thing from federal government say, this now position, you say you know you read development studies. This na area, come and show your talents. You say you sabi ride horse, see horse, see feed, ride and make we see. I never get am. Last year, I know wetin we suffer for to campaign for Tinubu. Penny, I not get. May we leave that side. So, our good comrade don't talk. He say na Orubebe, na I go there, go sit down. Good comrade know wetin we dey talk. You understand? Not be all those people who not dey understand. We go there, go dey tell Jagamos, go office, he begin to cry, sit down for grant. Good luck don't know say the economy don't die. Buhari took over. State governors not see money. They say they not get money. They say they use the money to help Buhari for election. Buhari tried by all means use money will come from Paris refund, money will then refund to Nigeria, go reach some of Abacha money, he gives state to kickstart them. The remaining one, Buhari begin to sign contract with Chinese, make them come the build railway. Me, I know the lie, I just want to draw people back. Where we don't sit down for time bomb before Tinubu come. All this now the thing will happen. So, a lot happened there. A lot of people don't understand. 2016, a bit 2015 when Buhari enter. 4 years down the road, nobody envisaged what then they call pandemic, coronavirus. Nobody envisaged it. It hit Nigeria, boy. Nigeria na shock as over. Then be people with fella cause suffering and smiling. A lot of people will not feel it. I swear to God, for England, if you just get one illness for body during that coronavirus, if you go hospital, then treat you one, then discharge you home. If you just come back again, now visa don't just give you, make you just die. If I lie, may I know better. Not believe UK than doing most developed countries. That's not the thing they were doing. I get one of my Indian friends, now good customer, they come buy goods from me. Person when I see yesterday for hospital, he said, no worry, everything is okay. He was talking boy. He said, then go soon discharge him. Wetin happen? A friend want buy motor. He follow and go buy motor. He catch the disease. So this my friend now. The following day, we phone after we don't visit him. People will carry the phone. He said he's traveling. I said, where is the travel to? Not knowing that the injection we then give them, go they manage them, they will just die. Meanwhile, the guy was in transit to death, to hell or heaven. He said, don't go. When you reach hospital, you just see body bags, go just many. For Nigeria, they're not many like that. People not die. But economy not work. Everything keep quiet. All this now the thing where Nigerians swallow. Cumulative problems where we put together. After the pandemic, Britain, developed countries, then suffer. Their economy went down. It won't even be like those one where happened during the media meeting when Callahan be prime minister, where Idi Amin even carry goat. He carry goat, made them go give queen. Say then they suffer. A lot of people don't know political history. Now my age now I tell they know because most people were they active now for politics, then be younger generation. And part of the things where they need, they want me leader, they speak to them through social media. They want me people, they speak to them. And that are the thing where Tinubu lack. Even Buhari will not the talk. He do interview. Throughout all the campaign where Tinubu do last 2 years, Tinubu not come in, they not come press, come they talk like them Peter Obi. Tinubu na good, eloquent speaker. Tinubu na person where they speak with philosophy. Once you see him, they talk, maybe when you go meeting, you say, Not be person wey dem talk say e no sabi talk like this or is dying. Not being the talk so. A lot of people wey support Peter Obi, all of them change their mind. Their mindset say, the man is educated, the man is intelligent, the man is an eloquent speaker. Everybody dey talk and dey hear. They say e dey try well well. Na Harine Israel Semuta. So yes, I understand the power of social media. Tinubu is not talking. Now me come out today, come talk. Tinubu, since he come to power, before he come to power, everybody know. Late last year or early last year, we want to do this election. People wey dey heads of affair, wey dey look after the economy, especially that man wey dey central bank. He begin to change money. Una no know wetin happen. If say want change money, e not pay for people where they print the money. Say want redesign the naira. What does that tell you? Economy don't die. People wey know the cabals, the money where they reserve, where people will be say, if then they sick, they want go receive foreign treatment, then go buy dollar, cheap money. If they want send their children to school, then go buy dollar, cheap money. People wey want do business, wey want import goods, come, then go bank, buy foreign exchange for cheap money. The cabal go they buy this money, then begin they sell am for airport, sell am for black market, for big money. They feel not just get the naira to buy the dollar or pounds. The central bank governor go just give them, when they just carry and reach, people just buy am for black market, they'll come pay bank, central bank small money. All this now the thing with Tinubu meet, and immediately Tinubu just come. He see him, he attack him, he see straight away. Now he say make them arrest the guy. Not because the guy change, they try to redesign money. They ask Buhari. Buhari say stand with him. It's made them just change him. But maybe Buhari know that not the design, or maybe Buhari know say go punish Tinubu, not go see money spent for the election. May I swear, my word, where me come from Ovaya Northeast, we do that election on credit. A lot of them still they expect me now, make me come they pay them. My full soldier, when they go, money not come, they say money go come. Now I still go there that day for that word. When they go buy bitter cola, I don't feel tell you now. Me I not the lie. As he just come down from the bike way enter, all of them come meet money. Now I say, money never come, they change money. Make una write una names down. When money come, so we'll take share. Now some tell and say, that bitter cola where you bring, may you give us some now. You give them. At the end, they voted for Tinubu. Me will suffer. My money will deal with me, even money will me send. Make them give them. They don't see naira give them, but now later part they come they share. Me now sit down here today, still they talk for Tinubu because I want good government. As we they talk so, they say they put my name for board member for this and that. Me, I never see board member. I never see anything. My friend will follow me do campaign where we work campaign together. Ifoma, one call. That one now they don't make him a member for University of Ibadan for governing council. Me, I never get. Me, a lot of people will work with me for UK here, for Europe. People like the Mugele, a lot of people analyze that good comrade and all. None of us get. Even money where they say they share, people eat them for our head. So we not get anything. We suffer. We work. So that not be the reason why we call today. We go talk that one another day. Since we Tinubu come, it bring us to them low. Now so they pack money, they go state. State go the pocket. The state government go the pocket. Governor so, like for Edo State, our own, first money we then receive, big money in billions. You go put them for scrap comrade buses. Say make them they take and buy diesel for her. when people go talk say hungry, they beat them, go say na Tinubu government. Meanwhile, their money is dey Obaseki pocket. Me, I know as I dey talk now, the few people where they watch me now, they go say, they go vex come out together. I say I talk to Obaseki. Now the truth, I know they lie. I know they lie. Up till now, as we dey talk, so when they say protest, they come. So Obaseki, he earmark 500 million we want share to local government. Make them go out tomorrow, make them go protest, make them hate APC, so that's when Ighodalo go win. We all know all this game. All this now the thing where they do. This thing happened 3 years ago. Obaseki can't come out. He open his mouth. Now governor of a state, we're supposed to show good example for Edo State, say technocrat where then put for governor for Edo State. He do the economy, do okay, not fit do. Begin to say, money not dead there, with the print money, with the print. Say na printing, and then the printy. Make una know. Say with then the print naira. Obaseki talk am. That is, media always they try to go back to the empirical. I'll tell you now the story. How it happen. Tinubu just na sacrificial lamb where everybody want take, they want to use opportunity, take the course. My people talk say for Benin, they say Okbodon, making a giasen. Literally meaning that a native doctor will get saliva, will get too much saliva for him mouth where they dripping saliva. Opportunity for him to say, hey, when they play Oreko. Making a giasen Yogwega. All this now the two way they happen today with the protests within the plan. Tinubu don't rule out a lot of palliative. Tinubu don't rule out a lot of things will go better Nigeria. But one thing where people don't know, me I read the development studies and I major in social policy and admin. If you start policy today, say good quality education, you not just get the result today. It will take some time before the results start showing. Israel Asemuta, you said Israel Asemuta and Doji DD8. You said Obaseki said it. Yes, he said it, and that's the truth. He said it because he is part of the problem, part of the system. Don't forget, we know say our Reverend Monarch talk say Dangote can't they beg for Obaseki to become governor. That video, I go play all of them when I do part 2, part 3 of these things as the protest. If you get here to survive, I go to show now, I go to tell you now. Obaseki was in the system. It did happen, yes, after the pandemic, even in Great Britain, America, they did it. But they are not paying for it. In Great Britain today, the reason why they removed the prime minister 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago is because of the high cost of things, the crisis for high cost. Now be the excuse where you both used to remove the Indian man come off of there. The same thing with America now. They say President Biden too old to face the present economic situation. When Trump was there, he made money. That Biden don't too old. If you say make Biden waka go forward, make waka go front, Biden go the waka go back. Now they say they don't want her. Me not the lie you. They say I will not can go down can get Biden. So you know what who are lying. So the man don't agree say na him go come out. So this one where Doji DD8 and Israel Asemuta say whether he right or wrong. Yes, if he right. But again, He called himself, he know the economy better. But what is the situation in Edo State? Are the people better off? Are they faring enough? Are they faring better? This is not the question. You get that kind of a lot of money. You not invest that for bank, for farming. You not invest that money, you begin go to put on for diesel for comrade buses. So what are we saying here? And that's a person now, part of the money of the palliative, you don't they share 500 million around the local government to go there to go and protest to make sure they smear APC, smear Tinubu. Tinubu don't come up with a lot of policies, but if you plant corn today, it will just grow for you to eat today. You wait. And for this one way with the talk, so people like Peter Obi, now so it start 2000 and during the pandemic, he begin to go radio station, go to strategize, say one do president. It don't start time again now. And if you check well with the information we may receive, he endorsed the protest. It don't start now, but it will not work. If Peter Obi to love Nigeria, he say he get the answer to the problem. Waiting stop him to go to give advice to Tinubu, says do one like this, do one like that. Talk is cheap. Talk is cheap. Peter Obi not get anything we want offer Nigerians. Make them not they talk about those ones again. Some illiterates still they talk, say Tinubu not win election, they rig. It's funny. I say make I send link. Don't worry, I go send link. Not talk about Pebulu. You can debate, make this topic balance. You feel talk for Tinubu also, whatever you do support. Then you argue. If not lie. Say this economic system is bad before it reached Tinubu turn. That are the main problem we want to discuss today. Tinubu is trying. Tinubu is not talking. And this is not the reason why people are planning protests. And that is my honest truth of my own assessment. It's not talking. I want to use this opportunity, this forum, appeal to President Tinubu. You are a good speaker. Make una watch this one when I want show na so. Make una see say the man the talk, he know what he's doing. The mistake he make, I know. When he remove subsidy from the fuel, he, the president, supposed to allow importation of food from different countries so that it go cheap, while we concentrate on our own agriculture, farming. So imports go to substitute us for the time being, then things go dey better. Nobody go know say it happen. That na one shortcoming. But in will be say, let me give the money to state. But there's nothing stopping the state governors from doing that with the palliative, with the billions of naira within they send to them. They're supposed to be doing that as well. We need a buying house. Mona, watch this one.
Our success is the future of this country. If it is food, we have enough to eat for ourselves and our children. If it is management of our family, we can do it for ourselves without seeing you. But we all say we must get together to rescue this country.
Yes.
So that the future of your children my own grandchildren, and yours. We have a country they can be proud of. Our opposition, as we are asking them to go and vote, I have one secret for you. Let me ask the question. If you know you can win, will you fight and disrupt the vote?
No, at all.
Eh?
No, at all.
When you know you are sure to win,
No way.
will you fight and disrupt the vote?
No way.
The opposition. Your job is not to stay and make sure that they fight alone, that they vote alone. Your job is to protect that vote, to make sure that anybody who wants to fight, you don't allow them to fight, because you know you are winning. You have everything to lose. Any vote they disrupt is your vote. Any vote they cancel.
At the end of the day, those my brothers and sisters in the south, because somebody was telling me that even
Machiavelli, I'll bring you in. I just want to put this in, say these things first. I hear Dodgy DDA, they talk about stories there, say the man they talk garbage. If not Tinubu, Nigerians for don't they eat from dustbin. If you just join me, you know what thing happen during Goodluck time. Goodluck knows everything don't dabaru. That na the reason why I not go court. Even when Orubebe go the protest, he tell us he enter house. He won. Nigeria get as he been in Egbene. And this Goodluck one and the praise today. I remember when people started to call him clueless, alcoholic, oligogoro, gin, go back to Oturukpo. I remember. They not call him clueless. A lot of people not support Buhari against Goodluck. One thing about Nigerians, they always now when the leader don't come out, now then they know say that leader good. This na person when he want enter, they begin to change naira. That na Tinubu. Everybody fought against him, and Tinubu won that election squarely, and yet people say he not win. Even in old Lagos State, where he come from, Peter Obi take 10,000 vote beat him. But that election was just, to me, census of religion, census of the Northerners and the Southerners. Peter Obi won the Southeast. He won the South. Let me say the South-South. Tinubu won the Southwest and took vote from the northern part of Nigeria where you have the majority. And that's how he became president. A lot of people begin to say, na lie, na this and that. The man won. It's just 14 months now since he took saddle. And that 14 months, my focus today now, waiting at the look, be say, anybody don't see Tinubu, they talk for television or a grant interview? No. But today, the Prime Minister of Great Britain, the new Prime Minister, phoned President Tinubu to form alliance, to congratulate him. Everybody know. Go reach Arab Emirates, the airline where they come there. They say they know they come Nigeria again before Tinubu enter. My people, if I lie today, may I know better. This oil subsidy removal, Buhari get am for mind. They were just, it be one removal, but he can't say no. He go leave am for the next incoming government. It don't tell where everybody don't debate am. Even Goodluck wanted to. The reason why they removed that oil subsidy be say, the money where they're supposed to take develop Nigeria, then they take and buy fuel for Nigeria. And that has been the argument. This na Buhari wey talk say na greatest scam, say then they subsidize fuel. That in go tell people where they bring, where they refine fuel, in go tell them, make they come see Nigeria oil feed where then they produce our oil. In go tell them say how many liters of diesel, how many barrels of oil you need to produce fuel for us. He say when they go produce and come, in go give oil to them, trade by barter. Then we go get fuel. But when he become president, if he do it, no, he too was paying for the refine PMS. Talk is easy. Okay, Dangote say he come up with another one. Say, okay, since government a refinery don't die, he want to build the biggest refinery. Me and Alois and the good comrade and a lot of people, we debated this thing. We tell them, say, oh yeah, not cheap. You will still buy at the market price where you bought the trade there before you refine. The only economic of scale where you go get there, that means the only benefit where you get there, that money where then they take ship and come ship fuel come and the duty or tax, then go remove it. Maybe the price could go down. Dangote don't build the refinery now. So what is the situation? Tinubu not do Nigeria anything, not thief on money. He don't reach before he become president. If I take Edo State, for example, now, my people, if people where they watch me, they're not many now. Tomorrow, next tomorrow, when I can see the view, it go many. The one when I do last time, now about 2,000 now. And I've only got 981 subscribers. People where they get 2,000 views for 981 subscribers, whereas people will get 35,000 subscribers like them, Iranomigo, then they get 3,000, 4,000, highest 5,000. What does that tell you? That a lot of people watch me, but they may subscribe to you to Facebook, or they just discovered me. People where they watch today, una go know whether I dey lie or I not dey lie. They know say I dey talk the truth. So I could now bring panelists in, one waiting, standing at the backstage, maybe Machiavelli, Israel Asemuta, I don't know yet. Alois will join us. Victor will be here.
Okay, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Thank you very much. Please, your name, please.
It's me. It's me. You have been calling my name since you know me very well.
Okay, that is Israel Asemuta.
You can call it. Thank you very much for bringing it in. Even if you kept me on the back stage for almost.
Speak up a bit so that people can hear you, please.
Okay.
Clear now.
Very well. I
Okay,
hope
thank you very much.
Go ahead.
Well, the fact remains is that I do not support an administration who does not have a clue, who pretend to have a clue. Are you here? Are you getting me, sir?
I'm getting you. Which administration do not have a clue now? Is it Goodluck or
yes, the current administration does not have a clue, and you know it.
Okay,
you don't want me to talk about yours, but you were talking about other candidates.
No, so how criticizing? You tell us. I've just said that because he's not talking to Nigerians, he's not telling Nigerians what he's doing, and that is the part of the problem, the reasons why the people are planning protests in Nigeria. You tell us what is not doing right and what is doing fine and what needs to be done.
Right. First of all, you're talking about policies. What policies has he put to the Nigerian right now that is actually yielding? Now we have hold on. During the election, you sold a slogan to Nigerians of renewed hope. Is that not what your government sold to Nigerians?
Yes.
Okay. Right now, what are we having? It is called renewed hopelessness. I'll start from here. The renewed hopelessness is because you know that you don't have institutions. Your government has failed the institution. Before Buhari came off, he said in his Minister of Education said he does not understand the portfolio that was given to him. You guys know. So he ruined that system. And after then, you then come out after barely 2 weeks into your government, you were given by the same APC to your own APC. You started talking about student loan. Meanwhile, that was what you used in campaigning for Buhari. You then bring it on board, knowing fully well that you have no school, you have no institution, and you said you understand how it works. After you must have heard the biz-baz-boss, you quickly withdraw that bill. You think, sir, we follow up.
No.
You withdraw that bill. Now you guys, you know, let me finish now. You ask a question, and I'm giving you.
I don't like the idea of dropping words. Which bill was?
No. There's no dropping words. Epa, you ask me a question. It is my right to speak.
No, I know it's your right.
No. Epa, it is my right to speak. You deliberately kept me. You deliberately kept me at the backstage that is the wola balo your government is putting in. In fact, supporting this government, I think, is like using a 4-step ladder to climb Mountain Kilimanjaro, because the government have no idea. I'm just giving you a fact. You are bringing student loan when you know that you are failed, you don't have institution. Which now, the lacuna, hold on now, the lacunas that were on that student loan, that is what I'm going to tell you. You brought in student loan, telling the student that they should go and bring somebody who is of level 13, a JP, then to come and sign for them. And when you know that when these people graduate, before they took that B, I'm telling you, when that B came in, these were the things they put in, and they have to pay at a certain place. You know fully well that there's no job. How are they going to pay? When people started lashing, that was when they withdrew that bill to go and amend it. And they started saying, we know. When you know that some of these people who lives in the village where they have their Sunday newspapers on Wednesday, they will all, these same people that you said they were going to sign for them, we use them to go and carry that loan and even siphon Nigerians with it. First, you don't have a database to actually know how many people are taking it, and also the process, how it will last. You know all these things that is why I tell you don't have institution, and you know that is a fact. Now, secondly, all the policies during the election, you told Nigerians that you guys were going to be bringing investors to be running into the country like water. Up till now, no investors. They are even running away. GSK ran away. Guinness is even following. Is that a plus or a minus? Let's be factual here. And number two, look at your Minister of Women Affairs. Allegedly, 1.5 billion missing. And they were asking her on the panel. She was running in cycles. Go and watch it. These are institutions that were supposed to lay the foundation, the bedrock of foundation towards the promised land. She could not account for it. And now you want to tell me that this person has a clue? Or they are putting, where is Betu Edu? Where is Betu Edu? That actually took the money.
Now, don't mention names here now for the time being. We're coming. This is a serious debate. I don't know.
No, this is I'm giving you fact. You ask where this fact. You are saying that. Papa, you were saying that the government, they are not talking, they have been rolling out policy, and I'm giving you now what is happening. Now, wait. What is the unemployment rate? What is the unemployment rate? Me, I don't understand, because see, Papa, you want us to talk as an opposition, or you want to silence us? That is the question. Because if you guys if this current president said he's a Democrat, then what is the ethics of democracy? I've always asked you guys here. You are calling Peter Obi now. I don't know who's Peter Obi. But you wait now.
Let me speak one after the other. You've mentioned 3.5.1. Now, how would you even?
No, you have been talking. You have been talking since you kept me on the backstage. I waited. You were telling them all the policies, all the things that you've got. Now it's also my turn to also tell the people where you guys also lack. That's how it works. Because you guys will not be saying so that you want to tell me, no, I am in opposition to you now. I'm speaking. You said your own good point. Me, I'm also saying where you guys are lacking. And it is a fact. Now, bet to Edu, I'm giving you all these points so that you can answer me later.
People have heard you. I don't want to.
No, they've not heard me. No, you don't. No, you guys shouldn't tell us what to say. You guys have said your own. Allow us to speak our own. We are the concerned citizens. You don't need to tell us. Section 43 gave us the right to speak. You guys cannot tell us what to do. That is the point. So Betu Edu, that took, allegedly, moved the money, the state money, to a private account. What was done to her? So that is another institution.
About to remove our great panelist, Israel Asemuta, for now, so that I can talk. It seems to be talking in circle. He made mention of the student loan. Israel Asemuta lives in the United Kingdom, in UK. I've been living in this country for 43 years now. I was not here when the student loan or the student grant was created in Great Britain. In Nigeria, they've just started it, barely a year, not even up to a year. And he said no institution, no statistic, no database. How can you get a database when we have a place, we come from a country that is developing? In Great Britain, the date of birth of every citizen in this country are recorded and computerized. Everybody's names are on the voters' registration. If you are not a student or you are not a citizen of this country, you will not have access to that student loan in the United Kingdom. In our country, they don't have it. Those kind of system in place, those kind of database in place. But, my people, university fees in Nigeria now, it not reach 200,000 naira. University fees for United Kingdom is about 10,000 pounds, which means about 20 million Nigerian exchange rate a year. But Israel Asemuta was quick enough, no database, no system in place. But there is system in place for them to pay 100,000 naira a year for tuition fees in Nigeria. When I was growing up, university fees now about 30 naira, and you pay subsidized meal in the university, even when we're not the university, then we'll go Unibank, we'll buy ticket, meet ticket for 50 kobo, we'll eat big food. There was system in place then, Abi. You see, a lot of these people, these not the same people, I go bring and come back to the stage. It's just that he won't let me talk. And that's not the reason. A lot of them, when they talk, they don't have that rationale to make their own place. When Nigerian student, university student, they pay 50 kobo for meal. When Nigerian student, university student, they pay 100,000 a year, which is roughly about 50 pounds a year for university fees currently. No system in place, no database in place. If I ask you, if the government say, bring a permanent secretary to come and sign surety for you, my people, make una believe me, I know the talk lie. For you to join the Nigerian army, you have to get your local government chairman or your Oba, your Enogi, to recommend you, to make sure you are a Nigerian. A situation whereby nearby countries go to come, they use the system instead of paying foreign student fees. Now make maybe the policy, the government say the permanent secretary should sign a surety for you. And he is saying a country where there is no work, no employment. Israel assessed Muta. Does it occur to you that a lot of medical doctors, a lot of skilled workers trained in Nigeria with Nigerian resources are in the United Kingdom, America, Canada, in Europe, working? You see, when these people, where they support Aswan Igodalo, where they support Peter Obi, they don't have rationale for debate. I don't usually engage with them. One of the reasons why they go university, now for people to go there, go get skills, some of them can create their own job. If I follow that development theory and I use the W.W. Rosto's idea, for those who go school, we get brain, people where they get first class, they will eat with those who provide labor, who produce labor. That is the bourgeois. And if they are good, they pay them big fat salaries. And that fat salaries, don't take and create their own business. They will employ people. You see, it's the last Muta argument just now. You know who water? Let's be sincere. In the whole of Edo State, I swear by Almighty God, make a lot of people go Edo State. I'll use Edo State as a sample case in scenario here. Almost all the workers there are not from Edo. A lot of them, the main job, are from nearby country, Mali. Edo people, they're not the work. Go reach the Uber, the taxi, where would they drive? Where they Edo State. Now non-natives for Edo, they work. People not work. In this country, people work to earn a living. Like me, yesterday, I did 12 hours. Everybody in this country, they work to contribute to the economy. By so doing, they'll pay tax, they'll earn their living to make life. Here's a situation, everybody want to go university. They're not the work. Government comes to make it easy. I know a lot of people that they sit back of newspaper, those days where they sell newspaper, say student loan, they will give you see people private people they advertise. Government don't make and say, you come. This money will pay it for you. When you finish work, when you finish your study, you start paying back, not in bulk, by bit. In this country, when you finish your degree, if you earn certain amount of money, you get the limit, the ceiling where you go reach, you start to pay your student loan back. You have many years to pay it back. Is there anything wrong for you to pay your university fees? My people at home, let's welcome our great brother Victor. He's here today. We are waiting for our Louis. Victor, go ahead. What do you have to contribute to this?
Yeah, sir.
Thank you. I bet switch your device, switch it off for the time being so that people can hear you.
Okay, just a minute.
I don't know the Shagari. The Buhari, they can't destroy Shagari.
Can you hear me now?
But the leader,
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
God bless you. Thank you.
Good evening, Nigerians. I want to thank Epa for having me this evening.
Thank you.
I just want to speak on the situation of the country right now. We are in a very, very...
Yeah, but not critically. I would not like critical...
No, I'm not... I just want to speak generally on the situation.
Critical examination, but make sure it's objective in the sense that the people of Nigeria need to... Go ahead. I don't want to tell you what to say.
Yeah, so first of all, I want to say that our country is on its knees at this point in time in our history. You know, it's very unfortunate that we are going through this economic hardship, you know, in the country right now. I know that I know a lot of people are blaming Tinubu. He's not to blame for everything, but he has to also take part of the blame because he's the president. The buck stops with him, whether he likes it or not. But I know that there have been problems from past governments that have piled up. I understand that. But Tinubu was aware that we have this problem. He said he wanted to be president, that he can fix it. So that's why we voted for him to fix it. So the problem I have with Tinubu right now is that he has to address Nigerians. He has to give a national address to Nigerians. He has to speak on the issues and let Nigerians know exactly what his plans are to take us out of this economic quagmire. Because I see him giving palliatives. You cannot run a big economy on palliatives. It's not sustainable. It will not last. What Nigerians want to hear from Tinubu is, what exactly are your plans to get us out of this mess beyond palliative? Yeah, you can share rice and share money, but that will only go. It's not sustainable, in my opinion. Sharing rice all over that is not the solution. You know, we want to see a roadmap, a workable, practical solution to solving our problem. Come up with your blueprint. Address Nigerians. Stop running away from that. We voted you. Don't disrespect us. Give a national address us. I want you to come out and he should make a speech. You know, he shouldn't do it through proxy. He shouldn't send spokesmen. He should come out himself and address Nigerians. He is the leader of our country. We want to hear from him. So that is where I think he is failing. You know, he has to take charge. He has to take charge now and, you know, and do the needful, because Nigerians are getting impatient. Things are getting difficult every day. So I think he needs to do the right thing and address Nigerians and come and explain in clear terms what his plans really are to get us out of this mess. That is my submission for now. No more, sir.
Hello, Mr. Victor. You are spoken well. And that is the essence of this video today, this live streaming. Can you turn down your device, please?
Okay.
Please. And that's what you've just said is the essence of this live streaming today, tonight. To me, I'm one of his supporters. He is trying. The problem is that he's not speaking to Nigerians. You see, people like Wike, you see him bubbling, talking. He may not be the right governor, the great leader. He's talking. Those are the type of things Nigerians want to hear. And you have just mentioned it. And that is why we are here today. President Tinubu is an eloquent speaker and somebody who speaks very well with good mannerism and metaphors and all. He should get on with it. Nigerians want to know, like you rightly said, you want to know where it's getting us to. But to me, I know. But a lot of people want to know. You are very right. It's not talking. It's not talking to people. Throughout the campaign, we never saw any press interview. After he won the election, no press interview. Alois is here now. Let's bring him in and let him throw some more light on it. Mr. Alois, you are welcome. A lot of people have been expecting you. So the view will go up now with you coming in. We will bring our great brother, Israel Asemuta, later when you both have thrown more light in it. Let him come and do the spoiler. Mr. Alois, go ahead, please. It's your turn.
Yeah, hello. Good morning, gentlemen. And is it good morning or
good morning? You are welcome.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning. Good morning. Good evening.
Good morning to all Nigerians. Good morning, Mr. Victor. Mr. Victor, can you hear me? Hello. Can you guys hear me?
Hello, Mr. Alois. How is it going?
I'm fine, sir. Good evening. Yeah. So the situation in Nigeria, it depends on how you want to see the issue in Nigeria today. So Nigeria is facing a very difficult time. But the truth, somebody is speaking of under. I don't know. Somebody is speaking. So it depends on
Victor,
how.
Victor, please. Victor, put off your device. Go ahead, Mr. Alois.
So what I'm saying is that it depends on how you want to look at the issue. Do you want to see it from a position of understanding, or you want to see it from a position of militancy, or from a position of despondence? So that is the way you look at Nigeria. Obviously, what's important now is that people are hungry, people are suffering. But if you look at Nigeria, if you go back to when Oyeka was trying to work for, I just died a few yesterday or the other day, when she was working as a journalist, when she said Nigeria suddenly discovered oil. And when they discovered oil, they started living like gangsters, living like madmen. They didn't know what to do with the money. They were living lavishly. And if you even go back to the history, when you at the time of Lord Lugard, when he did the amalgamation, and there was one statement he made, which he also said that all they know when the money comes is how to marry more wives or how to have parties. Say that's all they know how to do. And it is still what is going on till today. Now, if you go back to to this country called Nigeria, the problem of Nigeria did not start today, neither did it start yesterday. It's something that has started when the British left in 1960. From around 1970 to today, what you are seeing is Nigeria is what you call a progressive decline. Progressive decline in the sense that things gets bad every year, every other year. And that progressive decline also relate to every president that has come, all the way from Abacha to Babangida to Abacha to Obasanjo to Jonathan things get worse every year. And I will still put it on record today. Whoever is also come after Tinubu will also be worse than Tinubu. Not because these people just come there to be generally worse. The problem of Nigeria is that nobody in Nigeria today wants to address the fundamental issues. Nobody. All they will all come up on TV and say, oh, corruption, this government steal money, this minister steal money, this whatever. Those are just the side attractions. Like they will tell you, oh, don't buy private jet. Those are side attractions. Those are not the real issues. The real issues are the fundamentals, which no Nigerian leaders is willing to solve. Now, you come back to the government of Tinubu today. Before Tinubu, there was Buhari. What Buhari did was that Buhari postponed most of the things that was supposed to be done under his administration. He postponed most of the things and forwarded it because Buhari was more or less a socialist. So what he did is that, okay, we had few money because under then the oil price went down when Buhari was in government due to the global recession and so that oil price went a lot down. So what they ended up doing was to be doing this your ways and means, which they are all complaining about. Ways and means, which is to say the CBN will be underwriting the check for them, which they were doing. So that process is just like taking money and sharing. There was no productivity. There was no business. Now, if you even listen to the same Buhari when he left, a year before he left, or even a few months, he made a statement and he said, I pity for whoever will come after me. So when I was looking at that last election, all of them were coming out, including Tinubu, including
Una dey hear? He say he
including-
pity the person who una
including
dey hear.
Tinubu,
Everybody wants to say hello. It's now he
including
come, the views going up.
including Tinubu. So when the last election was going on, including Tinubu, including Obi, including Abubakar, they were all promising they're going to fix Nigeria or they will fight corruption. I was just laughing because none of them talks about the fundamental issues. There is so many fundamental issues that need to be solved. Now, under Tinubu now, they've tried to address, it's only 3 of them that the country is on fire today. What are the 3 that they're already taking? They've talked about fuel subsidy removal. They've talked about floating the naira. And I forgot the other one, which they've done, which has set the country on fire. Now, there are other fundamentals that need to be done. What you have in Nigeria is a situation whereby everybody in Nigeria or the country wants to be like UK or Dubai, but nobody wants to solve how to get there. It's like you want to eat the cake before baking it. That is what's going on in Nigeria. That's what they want. So the point I'm trying to say is that this issue of fuel subsidy removal should have been done under Buhari. Because when Buhari came into power, Buhari came with a super majority as a president. Things were not that too bad at that time. He could have done it, but he chose to postpone it because he was more of a socialist. Now, people have complained now, oh, they remove fuel subsidy or they float naira. Obviously, I come from what you call more of a business-minded individual. You cannot run an economy on palliative, on subsidy. No country has grown. Now, you look at Nigeria, if you look at the population of Nigeria, between 1960, if you look at when the British were there, we barely had a population of maybe 50 million. Between 1960, we have the same population which the UK have today, which is 60 million. That's what Nigeria had. Between 1960 and now, you are looking at 350 million. 250 million. Now, if you go back to budgeting in Nigeria, I'll just give you a few stats if I can remember. If you go to the case of budgeting in Nigeria, so let me just give you a few stats. So between 2014 and 2019, in fact, our budget has between 2014 and 2019, the budget has been 100. Sorry, I think I'm thinking about National Assembly. I'm trying to look at the figure. So we had 12 billion around 1999 or whatever. But the record budget we have had was under Buhari, which is $30 billion, which Tinubu has also reached about 30 billion or whatever. Now you look at $30 billion with a population of 250 million. If you like, just assume, say there is zero stealing, zero looting, zero corruption. Take your calculator, divide 30 billion by 250 million. That is not a country. The money is not there in the first place. Now, the small money that is there now is being looted or being stolen, or people are looting and stealing. But at the end of the day, if you have 30 billion as total budget, and let's just assume they steal out of 30, they steal 8 billion out of the 30, and they steal 8 billion. You are left to say 22 billion. The problem is that the government in Nigeria is not engaging in productive activity. What am I trying to say? All you see them do when they wake up, they will tar one road that will not even last 5 years. They will tar one road. They'll go and build one airport. They go and build stadium. All those things only increase poverty. It's not going to take anybody out of poverty. It's not going to increase the tax revenue. What the government need to be focused on is industrialization, from agriculture to industrialization to production to processing. They are not doing any of that. So if you look under Buhari, like I said, just under Buhari, the record budget was 25, maximum we want to be 30 billion. In 2025 now, 2024, we are still reading 32 billion for 250 million people. Then you go to Kenya. Kenya has about 60 million population, 50 or 60 million. They are also reading a budget of 30 billion US dollars. So who is the rich country here? So you are trying to use 30 billion to feed 250 million people. So what the government is doing is that they are just pashing the economy. That's what they are doing. So it doesn't matter who you go and put there tomorrow. You are still going to face the same problem until you start addressing some of those fundamental issues. Then another issue that needs to be addressed is the issue of population. Nobody talks about it in Nigeria. Now, if you look at the UK or America that my friend keep talking about, whatever, you hear Trump will say, oh, too many Mexicans coming through the border, or even UK, you see Nigeria Farage say too many immigrants coming. It's not that they are really upset, say people are traveling and moving to their country. The problem is that it's about control of resources. If you build a school to take only 200 students in a year, you now have more immigrants coming. That school now has to take 220. Now the quality will go down, the finance will go down. So that means you have to find money to bring it to that level. So go back to Nigeria now. 250 million for 250 million people for 30 billion in a year. The money does not go anywhere. So it's like a drop in the ocean. So until we fundamentally change those things, then again, like this protest now, the people need to protest. They have a right to protest. They should be allowed to protest. But at the end of the day, they have to come back to the table. And Nigeria needs, for me, you need a visionary leader. What's a visionary leader? That visionary leader has to be a leader that will be so selfless. And part of the problem you are having in Nigeria today is that they always think every problem is the issue of the federal government. That is where part of the problem is. Now they are protesting now. All the governors keep quiet. They say, federal government, you face it. Federal government has a lot of the fault. Tinubu has a lot of the fault in the sense that if you look at Tinubu, you've been president for 1 year. You've not even addressed the nation. You are not even telling them what is going on. You remove subsidy, you are not addressing. You float error, you are not addressing. Economy is bad, you are not addressing them. You say surrogates. There's no place in this world where people listen to surrogates. People are not interested. When you are in the leader, it's just like people are rioting. Assuming there's a riot now. They are rioting. If you go and say the minister, people will not listen. But if you as a leader come out and say, listen, this is the problem we have. We have issue with fuel subsidy, petrol. This is how much it's costing us every year to pay this subsidy. You explain to the people. They will try and understand with you a little bit. But the issue is that he's not doing any of those. Now, I overheard a little bit just in talking about this student loan. I was one of the people, in a way, I opposed it at the beginning. I said, we have not reached that stage. The reason I said we have not reached that stage is the fact that you have to first of all fix the schools. The infrastructure of the schools are all dilapidating. They are falling down. And secondly, the lecturers are always on strike. So why don't you address those sides first before you go on the student loan? Okay, they've gone into the student loan system. It's been given. Then why do you were saying that there is no database in Nigeria? There is a database in Nigeria. Anybody that says there's no database is actually not being economical with the truth. Because if you look at it, what you call database. Now, we have database in Nigeria, but they all exist in silos. So even in the UK, when it comes to the issue of student loan, there is no standard database. It's also a silo. So what happens is that in Nigeria, what you have now is that you've got your BVN, then you've got this NIC, I don't know whether identity card, whatever they call it, this NIC registration. Now, what you also have is that there are students writing the JAM exam, which means that JAM has a record of those students. They have a name, they have an address. So what you are now doing is that you are now matching those students against these 3 different records. So that is a database. So it depends on what you call a database. Those are there. But what I'm trying to say is that the student loan is a welcome development at the end of the day. It has come into stream. And what you also have to understand with the student loan is that what some people doesn't understand is that it's also a way of reducing poverty. What do I mean by reducing poverty? Now, if you were sending your child to a university today, so maybe you are being paid 100,000 naira a month or whatever you are being paid. Now, what that system has done is that is the government taking the burden away from the parents. So let the student go and take the student loan and pay back when he has finished. So in a way, you reduce a little poverty. But the main issue is that the government is not speaking to the people. They need to engage with the people. You are in a different generation of young people, different generation of people who want to be listened to. You speak to them. These people are not monsters. Speak to them. That's all I can say for now. Hello.
Thank you very much, Al Lewis. You have thrown more light on it. I will want if Israel Asemuta is still there. Israel, are you there?
All right. Okay. Thank you very much. And my people, let me tell you what is going on right here. When I was talking, a pap deliberately mute me, and I will speak it to the fact. He deliberately mute me just because he wants me to quiet so that he can see all what his parties are saying. I'm not here to come and play the teke mene mene yufasu. I will say, oh, Mona David, you know it, Epa. You are my father, and I will tell you. That's what you do. But that's what you did. I kept quiet since. And you have now shown me that this is what your platform stands for. I respect your opinion, and I respect others' opinion. But I'll speak for today, and this is the last time. Because what I see is that what you guys are doing, you don't actually equate what you actually preach. Exactly what your party is doing right now. Thank God, one of your own analysts is saying that the protest should go ahead. This is the same your party who is trying to sabotage it, who is trying to make sure that the people do not protest. Is doing everything possible. When the same president is saying he's a Democrat, when he does not understand the ethics of democracy. The same president was the person who stood, who is a product of protest. Thank God Shehu Sani told him on that 29th of May when he was doing the anniversary. He told him straight to his face. But here is the point. All these things you have listed are Luis. All of them. Where is the positivity in it? Because I listened carefully to you. You said X, Y, and Z, that the people running the affairs of the country, they are clueless. And I've said it before here. But this is the same person. This is the same people. My people, listen, APC gave it to APC. They will blame Buhari. Meanwhile, the subsidy they remove is a lie. It was a scam. They just wanted to increase tax. That is what they're doing. Nigerians are not fools. You've just said that the student loan, this is what it is. This is what it is. I laugh in Togo and I smile in China. Before he went back, I'm telling you, 2 weeks, barely 2 weeks, was it not the same minister of education, a minister of education that came to tell the Nigerian public that he does not know the portfolio he was given? So you ruined that system down. What did the president do if he was somebody who has a clue? Because this is what you projected to the Nigerian state, to the Nigerian citizens, that you have a renewed hope. A renewed hope that had led to renewed hopelessness. Is that not what I told you? Is that not what I told you? Your renewed hope has led us to renewed hopelessness. Now, you are talking about things that is going to be productive in nature. You don't have institution that will continue to tell you, because all the policies you have put in, if there was an institution, it will work. And now it is not working. Why is Nigerian crying? And why are they not crying? Is it not their right to speak? This is what you guys are doing. No, allow me to speak, because you allow your own thing to speak just now. This is because it's freedom of speech. Section 43 has given us, 40 to 43 has given us, and it's very, very important that Nigerians should know that it is the duty of the government to provide, to make sure that the affairs of every citizen should be sacrosanct. It's in section 14. So if they have failed in that regard, it means that they have no ideology. I told you before, supporting this kind of ideology is like using a four-step ladder to climb Mountain Kilimanjaro. What positive thing that has brought, that all these panelists have said now, that has led to anything positive, that has led to the dividends of democracy? It's total zero. All you want me to come and sweet mouth and tell Nigerians that you are doing good when you are actually, when the party is not doing good? I don't have to. And I continue to tell them. Right from day one, I told you it's not going to. Watch the movie now, and the movie is we're already watching the movie. You've entered the office, you said he was a Democrat, he understands everything, he's a mathematician, there's nothing you didn't call him. He was on your same platform. But today, he's the same person you are saying is not talking. So what are you trying to sell to Nigerians? It means that the renewed hope has been the renewed hopelessness. So everybody is now standing on the mandate they shall stand, right? Tell me one thing that has yield dividends of democracy for the Nigerian people. Look at the unemployment, look at the unemployment rate, look at the inflation rate, look at the insecurity. And you want to tell me that investors are coming. GSK has run out of the country now. Is that a plus or a minus? Now see how many of our doctors and engineers and our nurses that have left the shores to improve other standards. This is a renewed hope. So there's nothing I'm going to. It's very crystal clear to the Nigerians now that all the APC brought was a renewed hopelessness. Thank you.
Mr. Semota, I'm awfully sorry for muting. No, Mr. Alois, 1 second. I'm awfully sorry for putting you on mute. The reason is that what happened there is that you always repeat one sentence, and we have to try to ration.
But do I have to talk on your line? I don't have to talk on your line. That is why I'm opposition. I don't have to talk on your line. It is the right of every citizen to speak the way they should. I'm not to talk on the way you want me to talk.
Wait, you did not. No, Mr. Alois, 1 second before you go on. Mr. Israel, we value you. We want you to be coming. Don't get discouraged.
No, Epa, you have told me, and I'm respecting it now because I'm here. But I'm not, because I can see the line you're towing, and I have to tell the general public what is going on. I can't be. I'm not like that.
Israel, 1 second, Alois. Israel, can you give a rebuttal to Alois when he said that our income is minimal compared to the population, and that we are? I'm
gonna give you a straight. You asked me a question. You want me to answer it? Now, here is the point. Yeah. You're saying we don't have money, but yet there are people looting our money out of the system. Okay? We are number 6 oil producing nation in the world, yet its citizens live below $1 a day. What else do you want me to rebut? When I already seen the handwriting on the wall. That the government you have succeeded in putting into this country has been a government of retrogression. That is the thing. And you want me to still come and rebut what? So the 1.5 billion that was missing in the Minister of Women Affairs, when she was being called to come and answer query. She was running them. So is that an institution? So he's right. Because
Mr.
the
Alois,
government you put today, the Renew Hopelessness, have continued to loot all the money, and they begin to tell the Nigerians that they don't have money. You also say it on your platform 2 years ago that Nigerians does not have money. How come allegedly governor is stealing 80 billion? Another Inspector General, what's it called? Accountant General stole almost 80 billion. It's working on the street. So Nigerians will continue to know the truth. I don't need to rebut it. It's a fact. They are looting the money and telling Nigerians that the Nigerians are not rich.
Wait a minute. You said allegedly, but
my argument is from a different angle. What I'm saying is that if we continue to rely on the word, say, oh, a politician is looting or not looting, we ain't going to make progress anywhere. Because at the end of the day, there is no country that is corruption free in the first place. So if we have to wait for them to stop looting for it to develop the country, then you have to wait 200 years. That's the reality of the whole show. But
Can I answer you on that? Sorry. Can I answer you on that, Alois? So if we have to wait for that, so why are these people not allowing the people who understand how the ethics of how democracy can work and how we can put our institutions to hold people accountable for what they are doing? Why are they not allowing them to trend? This is my question to you.
Listen, Mr. Israel, the people you've elected are not the one that is not allowing you to do whatever you want to do or to provide good governance. The point is, the same 200 million population I spoke to you about just now are the ones that are not going out there to vote. That is the reality of the whole show. I'll give you a simple example. Let me give you a simple example.
All right. Okay. I'm listening.
I don't know about the total figure about the last election. I'm going to go to Buhari election on the second term in Lagos State. The two votes for the governorship of Lagos between APC and PDP or whatever was less than 1.5 million votes in a state of nearly 20 million people. So if 2 million people who needed a good governance came out and vote, these people will be gone. That's why I say to you, so we can be blaming whoever is there sitting down there. And the truth of the matter is that people are not coming out to vote. That is the truth of the matter. People always use the word ringing. You can only ring an election when an election is closed.
All right.
Like I said to you just now, if you are voting Edo State now, a population of 5 million, 2 million goes there tomorrow now, go and vote for Labour Party. 800,000 vote for PDP or APC. They cannot ring that election. They are not coming out of vote. That's the reality.
Okay. Can I answer you now?
Yeah.
Now, Alois, I want to ask you. You don't even live in Nigeria. You live outside Nigeria. And you live in a way you live in a democracy, a proper democracy. Yeah. Now I want to ask you, when you went to vote in the last general election that was held, where was your polling card? Where was it sent to? That's the first question I'll ask you. I'm coming towards that direction you are in. Where was the polling card sent to?
Israel,
No, wait, hold on. When you said something, you said they are not voting. Hold on. And I'm trying to give you something. When I said institutions are not there, there's a reason for that. I just ask you it is a simple analogy. The last general election that was concluded in this country, where was your polling card sent to?
Listen, you don't need a polling
card. No. You're not answering the question. This is a general public. Because where will say on Monadavi you brought an argument. Now I'm asking you, where was your there is a reason I asked you this. You answer and allow me to go ahead. Because if you don't answer it, I will stop there because I don't know where we're heading to. Because you asked a question and I will also ask you in a way so that people will understand where we are going to. That's why I asked you that question. Where was your polling card sent to?
You register online, get posted to you.
Okay, get posted to you. Thank you very much. Now, during the last election, I want you to go back. Before the election, there was a group who actually came out and said there were thousands of polling cards found in the Sockaway. Some found in the bush. Please. Is that Louis that is asking the question? And I'm going there. We are going somewhere.
Israel,
no, Alois, hold on now. I waited for you as well. Now, those poll cards or those things, was it ever investigated? That's my question to you again.
Israel.
You see, listen. You see, listen. You see, listen. We want to form as if we don't understand what is going on, but the general public must know the truth.
Israel. I'm one of
I'm
the
listening.
person. I'm one of the person. I never rely on propaganda, and I don't go with propaganda.
There's nothing like propaganda
you are
here.
not letting me speak. You're not letting me speak.
No, but you didn't allow me to finish my own. But you just actually saying Israel. You want to talk because I want the people to know. No, because you don't want me to ask you questions.
You already asked me the question. I'm trying to answer it.
You didn't answer the question. Was it investigated?
Let's be orderly now.
Let me answer the question.
Let's be orderly now. Let's be orderly, please.
Israel, I cannot give you a yes or no answer. That's why I'm trying to answer the question. I cannot give you a yes or no answer because if you are asking me to do a yes or no answer, that's you are trying to make me define an answer. That's why I say to you, I do not rely on propaganda for my analysis. Now, if you are saying people saw voting card in one pit or in one toilet or whatever, now that video was on social media. Perfect.
That is not true, sir. That is not true.
Hold on, that you are going again.
That is not true.
Israel, I don't know what you are saying is so true. That video was on social media, which Arise TV ended up picking up. It was people's social media video. It wasn't a journalist that went there to uncover it. So I don't know what you are saying is not true here. So you are trying to get to the end without starting from the scratch. Always look at something from where it started from. Now, you are saying they saw it in a pit or whatever, whether I see the voting card. Now, the video was on social media, and you are saying they didn't investigate. Now, in the first place, as the electoral body comes to tell you that those voting cards were read, they never came out. They say they will investigate what they want to do. They found that it's not existing. Now, go to the America that you are talking about now, in the state of Georgia. The Trump people don't say they were throwing people's vote and throw it in the bucket and go and throw away. So people can.
Do you want me to answer that now? Do you want me to answer your question on that? Do you want me to answer that question when you say Georgia? No, you want me to. You ask a question. Do you want me to answer?
Israel, let me finish it. As long as the electoral body did not come out that those cars that we are seeing the dustbin were part of their problem, I don't have any issue with it. That is the reality.
Oh, okay. You don't have any issue with that.
Did the electoral body tell you that those voting cards is a problem to them?
Hold on. Let me ask again. You said about Georgia. Yeah. Let's go to it.
Yeah.
When that Georgia something was raised, there was a probe. Please go and check because I will still repeat again. Edo where I will say Mona David. I don't come here to come and speak propaganda like what you said.
You said there was a probe. What you are trying
there was a probe into that means hold on. Something happened and there was an alarm raised and there was an investigation into it immediately. My question to you, when you said it was a video under the social media, I want you to go back again because all these things you are saying, I do not see a fact in it. You cannot tell me what I am telling you. The group actually came out and told INEC that even some names are being, allegedly manipulated. Now, hold on now. Just hold on. You asked a question and you said, what about the Georgia? And I gave you that there was a probe. And after the probe, there was a finding. Now, my question to you now, as an independent electoral commission, INEC, that you called, is it not the duty for them to carry out? These are what you called franchise. It is the right of every citizen to actually make sure that they observe their civic duty. Now they are observing their civic duty, and there was an infringement on that. Is it not the duty? What do they call it? Independent. You hold on. You just hold on. Allow me to land. You will still get your time now. Independent National Electoral Commission. Is that not a body responsible for it? What did they do? You are saying it's a propaganda. So now I've given you the fact that when you brought the Georgia and I told you there was a probe, go and check, and there was a probe and there was a findings.
Hold on. The Georgia one, at the end of the day, the Electoral Commission said there was nothing like that. Even the girls that
was there not a probe before they said that? That's what I'm saying.
Hold on, wait.
Hey God. See, you guys can want to twist it or not. There's nothing to twist.
You keep talking. You are saying there's a probe. whether there is probe or no probe, the Georgia Commission said nothing like that existed. You are saying INEC did not probe. INEC should come to your street and be dancing. Say this is all that. They look at their record, look at their details. INEC said those things were not part. Was it an infringement to them?
When did they bring that to you? When did they show you? When did they bring it? Can you tell us when it was published? When they told you that they didn't find anything?
Israel.
Bring it now. No, this is a fact.
Hold on. It's not a fact. You are just talking. It's not a fact.
No, how is it not a fact? You said they came out with it. You bring it where you saw it now.
Israel, I don't need to give to you. Somebody said they saw a couple of cards. Nigeria say you say people video people went to talk. Nigeria is a place where
there was a group, and that group is recognized. You know it.
Oh gosh, Nigeria is a place where people art film. They art a lot of film when election time comes. As far as INEC has said, they investigated that thing, they are okay with it. I'm going with it. I'm not going to be going into all those kind of stories that doesn't improve anybody's life. Go into what improve people's life, not a card that they see in the bush or whatever. And that's not the reason why people are losing election. If people go and vote, they will lose the election. If they see 20 cards in one bush, that doesn't stop anybody to win election. So let's stick to what is matters to people.
So you expect us to be living on that kind of garbage in, garbage out system? Is that what you're trying to say?
I disagree with you when you say garbage in. It's not a garbage in, garbage out. See,
no, that's what you're thinking now. You said that's what you're applying. That's what you are saying.
Look at the problem. Look at the problem with you. That's why I say if you want to make an argument and you can go on an argument. Hold on. You can go on
which
an
one?
Argument, oh God. You can either go on an argument constructively or you go on an argument and just be shouting. Whichever one you want.
There's nothing like shouting here. You are not giving the fact.
You are saying, wait, I'm giving a fact. You are saying, is this
You're not.
Oh God. You are saying, is this a system we want to live on? Now, I'll take you back. That's why I say go back to history. You keep mentioning all these Western countries. United Kingdom has been running election for more than 500 years. America has been a democracy for more than 200 years. So you cannot expect perfection. You cannot expect perfection in one day. And you yourself are saying there is no system. So what you are saying is that there's a gradual, you cannot compare the INEC system of 2022 to the INEC system of 1999. The system is much better now. You can say, it's much better. It's not comparable. It's much better. As you yourself know.
How is it much better now? How is it much better? No, because when you also laid something, you are saying that the Nigerian system is a gradual process. How long have you been having the democracy now? That's 25 years compared to common Rwanda, who have just had theirs even less than that.
Okay.
No.
Let's go to Rwanda that you are saying. Use Rwanda as a case study.
No, that's what I'm saying. No, hold on. Before you go to the, I know where you are going to come from. Before you go to Rwanda, you want to compare that the system, the level.
Rwanda is not. It's a dictatorship. You tell me one country.
So what we have in now is what?
Hold on. You tell me one country in the world where president will win election 99%. You tell me. That's what the guy does in Rwanda. It's winning election by 99%. What are you telling me?
Okay. No, hold on. Now you are saying now that the Nigerian system, whether they find anything outside in the bush. As far as there's election, the election has been gone. That's fine. Is that what you're saying?
Excuse me, Lewis. Excuse me, guys. I think we are digressing here. You know,
that's what he likes.
Because the issue of discourse, I think we are gradually deviating away from it.
It's about the poverty in Nigeria. I don't know why.
Let's try and bring it closer to. You know, let's not. I'm not saying we cannot make examples of.
Bring it to the topic, please.
Yeah, let's not diverge too much away from the.
All right, Victor. Victor, can I ask you a question?
No, wait.
Has this government
Israel has Mr.
I want to ask Victor a question. I didn't say anything. It's a question.
Go ahead.
Victor, from what you have seen now. From the 1999, we became a democratic state without the interference of the military.
Yeah.
Is there any development you've seen that has yielded anything for the people for Nigerians themselves? Now, the issue came that there's a protest.
Yes.
The protest is a fundamental right of every citizen. Protest is a way of telling the government that your policies and how you implement your ways to govern the state is not in the right direction, right?
Exactly.
Now, if this government actually tell themselves, you can hear during the election, they said he was a Democrat. Ethics of democracy protest is one of them. Why is this person, why is the government trying to tell the Nigerians not to protest? That's my question to you.
Oh my God.
Yeah, let me answer you. I don't think, let's be a little bit reasonable here. I don't think he's trying to force them not to protest. I think it's more of an appeal. From most of what I see on the news, yes, why they recognize that is their fundamental human rights. They are just trying to appeal to them to be patient. That the government is a bit young; it's just 1 year old. That so it's not like they are forcing them or they are compelling them not to protest, but rather they are appealing. That's what I see from it. That they are trying to appeal to the Nigerian public, not to.
You are very right, Victor. You are very right.
That's the way I see it. It's more of an appeal than a force. No, they are not compelling them not to appeal. They are appealing. And it's left. And even at that, the protest can still go on as far as it's peaceful. That is the most important thing. So it's like I said, it's their fundamental human rights, and they have every right to protest. But just that the government is trying to appeal to them not to go ahead with the protest and give them time, which Nigerians are not willing. Most Nigerians are not patient. They don't believe that there's any need to give some, where there's a big divide anyway. Some people say that. Some people are saying that because Nigerians are divided. They are divided with regards to this protest. Nigerians are divided. Some people are saying that they must protest. Some people are saying that they don't want to protest. So I think it's a matter of opinion anyway, with regards to this protest. Nigerians they are not all drawing one rope with regards to this protest. Some are against it, some are for it, some are undecided. So it's mixed feelings. It's mixed feelings, to be honest. It's mixed feelings.
Can I just add something to what you said, Victor? Mr. Israel, I get where you're coming from when you say the government is against it. Now, I always say to you in life, Constitution is very good. That same Constitution that give you a right to protest. If you read the next line of it, it also says that when you protest and you infringe on the right of others, or you also cause inconvenience for others, the government also has a right to step in. You have a right to protest, but you also have a right not to disturb the next man that don't want to protest. But away from that, the reason that I'm saying, I always say to you, and when you keep comparing countries and countries, you just mention the word democracy just and say the government is not a democrat. This same protest in Nigeria is also being organized in Ghana. I think they're also a democracy. The government went to court in Ghana. Today, the court ruled on it. They went to court in Ghana. Do you know what the court said? They didn't even say go and protest in Eagle Square. The court banned the protest totally. Said nobody's allowed to protest in Ghana. So,
can I respond as well?
Let me finish now.
Okay, all right. Okay, go ahead.
Then nobody's allowed to protest. Now, when you have a government, Tinubu himself is a protester. Now, you've been a government. You saw what happened last time. You saw a lot of destruction that happened. What you do as a government, you can't just be coming out and tell people, say, go and protest, go and this, go and that. You will appeal. You say don't protest. You are a sitting government. So that doesn't mean that the other side will not say, I'm not going to protest. So the idea that people are saying the government is trying to stop it, it's not stopping. You are appealing. Even in the UK that you are, when the nurses were striking, what did the government say here? Don't go on strike, don't go on strike. Because you are a sitting government, you have an economy to run, you have money to come, you have things to do. So so just get that thing. Government will always say don't protest. Protesters will always say protest.
And that's now I want to quickly say before Mr. Israel jumps in. Democracy, as when we say democracy, democracy is good, but democracy must be localized. You cannot take America's democracy and just bring it to Nigeria without modification, because different all societies are not the same. So the way democracy works in Nigeria is not the way to work in America. Yeah, it might be democracy, but it has to be it has to be tailored to the society it finds itself. So sometimes we can compare, but let's not over compare, because the context is not the same. You know.
All right.
That's what
can I just answer you? You see, Victor, I'm very sure. Thank God you also live outside. You see, when you're saying it has to be localized, which I agree. Do you actually know that the constitution you have now is a written document, so it can be amended? Do you actually know how much they have amended this constitution? Do you know? No. Now, if the people you are putting that actually believe in these institutions, they actually believe for the betterment of that Nigeria, for us to actually have a proper democracy localized like the way you call it, how many times they've actually amended that constitution, they should have done that. Now, let me shock you that the current president today was also part of the institution. Don't you understand that his name has a senator as well?
Yes.
You forgot? Now, here is the point I'm trying to tell you now. That I tell you that these people does not understand what is the ethics. So if he actually believe in it, he should have been the person to say, let us change it. But he was very quick to change the national anthem, which is not even part towards our, is not even heading towards our way.
National anthem is an
Now, hold on, please. When you guys were talking now, me, I didn't speak. You guys were talking your own. Victor said something, and I'm trying to tell you back. Now, he was part of it. If he was also present in the chambers, even his wife is also present there. Now, here is the point. He was able to quickly pass a bill. They quickly passed that bill into law, because on both sides, they are in government, the APC. Now, there is the point. This same national anthem that he proposed now was written by a foreigner. The one that we were using before was written by a Nigerian. So people like Taiwo Akinkunmi will be very sad to see this thing going on. So are you happy with that? So you should not know that the people who actually want to make sure that a party never finish. This is what I don't like. When these people were talking, you don't talk, you don't speak on them.
Yeah, but it's just
if you want to allow me to speak, if you want this thing to be, let me also have my own state, because the people are also listening. So when these people want to come out, when you say they should always equate it to your own local, why not ask them, what are they doing now? Is it not a written document? So it can be amended. Why is he not doing it? Why is it becomes like a national anthem that was changed under 3 days within a twinkle of an eye? Somebody, you went to give us a national anthem that was written by a foreigner. You left our own. So then you are not telling me now that they should change it to? I smile in Togo, I laugh in China.
Let me just help you as Israel. Now, you have to separate a national anthem from a constitution. One, national anthem is an executive order. You just sign a paper. Now, the issue of constitution that you are talking about now, let's go back to the so-called America you are saying. The American Constitution has been existing for more than 500 years.
I didn't say American Constitution. It was
do you know how many times they've been trying to amend it? They cannot. You know why you have a problem with amending constitution in countries, especially like a country in Nigeria? You have over 200 different ethnic groups. I'll give you a practical example that you are not looking at. It's very easy to say you are sitting there in Nassau Rock. Let me give you a practical example. All of us in the South have been talking about what you call a resource control. They should amend the constitution for resource control. True or false? That's what we'll be talking about. Now, it's very easy if Nigeria is made up of Edo, Delta, whatever idea. They want to amend their constitutions. Look at where the problem is. If you talk about resource control when you go to the parliament, now, invariably, what you call resource control in Delta State means all the oil that comes from Delta, I sell it, then I'll pay tax to the federal government. The federal government will redistribute the income. Now, the man in Zamfara State will hear that resource control, say, okay, me, I don't have oil. That means, me, I don't have anything to sell to put in the national port.
They have gold.
At the moment, oil is the main thing. Whether we like it or not, it's the main thing. At the end of the day, he has nothing to sell, to give to the federal for him to keep some. So now you now tell the man in Zamfara, if Delta now sell the oil now, Delta, let's just assume Delta will get 200 billion a month. You in Zamfara, you only get 10 billion or 15 billion a month. So you are not expecting the senator from Zamfara to vote for what will impoverish him. That is what amending the constitution is. And secondly, you also have to understand that the way Nigeria was structured from day one, the North has many senators than the South. They have many House of Rep. So amending the constitution is like a war. America that you are saying now, go and check how many times the Democrat, when they created the American Constitution, those days, the Deep South, what they wanted to keep power at all costs forever. That is why they brought in the Electoral College. If you go and watch, God got the highest vote. Hillary Clinton got the highest vote. He couldn't become president. They brought in the Electoral College because he favored the Deep South, which is the Republican side. So if you are amending all these things, it's a very tricky thing. So they will not allow you to amend what is going to go against them, because at the end of the day, it's a vote system. You have to vote in Abuja, vote in all the states. Once it gets to Zamfara, they look at it, it's against us. It's not going to vote. It goes to Kanu, it's against us. It's not going to vote. So you cannot really blame a sitting president. At the moment, we have a society where the South is more educated. They are willing to go through all those things. They believe in a little bit of capitalism, which is what you are calling resource, because it's more or less capitalism anyway. So the North is socialist. They don't believe in it. So we have to tread carefully in Nigeria. So what is whole idea that people will come up and say?
Alois, can I say something to you? If you actually believe on that, sorry, is that Victor?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Let me just hold on.
That's why I said
Can you let Victor talk? Victor, it's your turn.
That's why I said every democracy is a reflection of the society in which it is being practiced.
Yeah.
You know, you cannot separate the society away from the democracy from where it is, because it influences it. You know, the religion, the culture, everything. No two society is the same. You know, America's democracy cannot work as is without modification in Nigeria. You have to modify it to suit Nigeria, because there are different societies. That's what I was trying to say. You can go on.
I get. Okay, Oga Victor, not that I didn't get what you're saying. Now, I'm going to tell you that what Alois is saying, that this senator, they will influence this. Do you actually know how many times they have actually, amended our constitution? When you are amending the constitution, they're talking about billions going away. They're not doing it, billions going away with it. It's actually, that is what I'm telling you. Why do I say this? Now, if Alois is coming from that angle, which then means that in this country where we are, what we call Nigeria now, it is not actually towing the way we want it to tow. Because you actually said the North is a socialist and the South, and the South is a capitalist. Okay, that's fine. It then now tells you now that this thing will not work. It is either you restructure Nigeria or everybody see you later. Because you cannot have this thing playing on this side and you expect somebody to just come in and start doing X, Y, and Z. And you want us to live, you want to still keep us in that abject poverty like that of the Bermuda Triangle. This is the reason why they weaken the institutions. And that is why you are not seeing any institutions working, and they are all lying to you. Is the three arms of government actually ineffective? They are all prognosing in one way or the other. They know it.
Israel, the reality.
Good evening, sir.
That's why
they know it. Let me just finish. They know it. The reason is you then have to structure Nigeria.
Let me. Yeah, you just land me there where I was trying to come in. That was why I said I'm very tired from war, but I had you struggling. There was a simple question you asked that guy. Was it Alois or whoever? You asked whether do Nigeria have institutions?
They don't have
to answer that question. He didn't want to answer that question. Then I was
responding. They don't have it. They know it.
So let me speak. Let me speak. So hold on. You guys are amateur politicians. So when somebody like Asemota is speaking, you let him speak. You know what I'm saying? You guys just if you don't have nothing doing, go and sleep. Two of you. The country is not okay. They ask you whether you have an institution. So because of the lack of institution or grant, that is why the election became a commotion. After the election, a lot of fight, a lot of this, because there was no police system.
Well, let me ask you a question.
Hold on.
Yeah, but you come here.
Hold on.
I will
No,
hold on.
no. You spoil the whole night. Hold on. You look.
Hold on.
Okay.
You've come here and insulted people. That's what you've just done. You've come here and started insulting people straight away. What is INEC?
I don't insult you. Hold on.
What is INEC? Is INEC not an institution? What is INEC?
Hold on. It's not an institution. It's not an institution. Hold on. There is combination. The combination
so you want
of institutions.
To call INEC an institution that cannot
hold on, my brother. Let me talk.
You want to
I call
call
it to
that an
interject you.
institution?
No, I call it to. Please. Oh, Asemonta, I call into to interject you. Please, thank you very much. Where's Kakabo? So let me talk to them. There are no governmental institutions, or at least established governmental institutions on ground. So to be watching over each other. That is why you have this a total lawless society where nothing seems to be working and then nothing will ever work. So as a result, you don't consider INEC that one man will just wake up and say, okay, you're not the INEC chairman. Then you now say that somebody is an INEC chairman. Then they give him a law, electoral act, that said that stipulated that electoral something must be counted electronically. Now, at the end of the day, they didn't do it, and then they now say that no, that if you read some other paragraph, they said that he has got the prerogative, whatever he got the right to. So that is a useless country. You know what I'm saying? So there is no government in Nigeria, no institution. That is why there is no light.
You've just answered your own question, and you are not saying we don't have institutions. What you are saying is that the institutions are not working. So listen to your own statement. That's exactly what you've just said.
Tony Africa, I'll bring you back. I'll bring you back again. Excuse me, Alois, 1 second. I'll bring Tony back again. If he's willing to apologize for the insult.
Yeah, if you
Tony,
say
you have to apologize. Tony, you have to apologize for that word.
Mr. Israel.
One to Nigeria and one to the planet.
Look at what he just said. He said
Israel. Wait, Alois, hold on a bit. Yeah. Mr. Israel, if you say Nigeria needs institutional reforms, I will agree with you.
No, Victor, 1 second, please. I'm the compare of this streaming. I will want Tony Africa to apologize and come on. I'll bring him back to apologize before he can continue. He just threw 2 insults now, one to the panelists and one to Nigeria as a country. The
guy need to go read what the definition of the word institution. He doesn't even know what he's saying. Yeah, and my brother on the panel, Israel, said there's no institution. If you are saying institution is not working, it's different from there is no institution. What is the police? It's an institution.
Also part it is not working.
It's an institution.
What did I just tell you? It's not working, and you know that it's not working. Now the question is, how can you be arguing with somebody who owns? Can you argue with the INEC in the United Kingdom where you live? That they didn't vote and somebody didn't vote. If they make a complaint and a complaint to the electoral commission, when they take it, all these things you're talking about as if somebody is just a Sunday school teacher or what is it? I don't understand. What are you talking about?
Where's it? Okay, I don't apologize. I don't apologize. So yeah, no problem. They know me now. They don't say I know they pass through my truth. And I just at the start to talk to people like that. I want Nigeria to be better place, not only Nigeria, Africa. Right now, I'm battling with black women who they use dead Indian hair. That is what I'm doing across the various platforms right now.
You don't go another India hair. We're not the India hair.
Yeah. So I they fight Nigeria women, especially those ones when they speak like you go to channel television. I'll be battling them, and then they are changing. They are making it change gradually. I'm not an easy person. It's only one in Edo State that is born like that right now. You know what I'm saying? So, so only one from Edo State, out of Edo State that. So what I was trying to tell you guys earlier on was that, okay, I'm very sorry that I have to address you guys like that because everybody don't have to be born like me. Because because once you have institutions that are not working and that you have never worked and no sign of working, it means that there are no, it means that they are absent. It's quite simple. You know what I'm saying? So Tony
Africa, Tony Africa,
yes, sir.
can you tell
Yes, sir.
the world what you understand by institution, please?
Yes, sir. Institutions are the that is why I said that established governmental institutions. So an institution is what the president have to dread, have to fear, be afraid of. And one of the institutions. So you have maybe police institution, you have the other institution, you have many institutions. But everybody have to respect this rule of law. Everybody has to be like, let me go give you an example now. Like police institutions in Germany, the president of Germany cannot go against the police constable. That recruit, what would they call recruit? You know what I'm saying? So that's what Asamuta was trying to bring out there, that people don't want to understand. So there must be an institution that everybody have to be afraid of, that they don't want to go foul, of the law, so that because they are coming to take you, no matter who you are, no matter who you are, no one is above the law. So everybody have to respect that particular institution.
Tony Africa.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We understand. We have a new president who's been there for 14 months now. The topic here today is that he's not talking to Nigerians.
Yes, sir.
Explaining his policy.
I get you. And that one now bring me now back to that place again, where I was so angry before that somebody was trying to.
What do you have to say about that?
Yeah, what I have to say is this. At least he's still better than the ex-president who in 2017. Is still better than Mr. Dead President, allegedly. Okay, that 2017 to yesterday to last year, there was two president. This man, Tinubu is still better than a dead one that is dead and buried, that the wife took over. You know what I'm saying? And then Asamonta was also trying to make some point earlier on about the wife being a senator and the Tinubu being a senator. But Tinubu is too old. He's above 90 years old. You can see the way he speak.
No,
he cannot speak.
It's not up to 90. Come on, let's.
No. But I've been watching it. Okay, hold on. Make I not go forget. So no, hold on. Please, thank you. You know that we are trying to save our continent. So,
2 minutes.
Okay, thank you very much. That's very big. Yeah. So that my water said don't begin to dry when I want to make by the dam. So make it no go dry because water said it costs money here. So when somebody was making a comparison, like just supposing America's 1,000 years or 10,000 year democracy with Nigeria's 3 days old, you see, that's where people will say that they stop people. Pamonde, my senior brother, he know me that I don't mean it when I talk to people, because if I don't talk to black people anyhow, they know they understand quick. Why you don't go and mix the comparison with Singapore, with Malaysia, all those countries that forget about Africa. No country is working in Africa, okay? Make not just the fool in ourselves. That is where I want to remind this guy now. Rwanda is only good in Kigali, the capital city. If you just cross Kigali, 2 kilometers to Kigali, it's rubbish. You know what I'm saying? So we have a documentation from a German TV, a radio station, which is, a government something. They don't lie. Africa, Africa people get problem. We have got problem with the IQ, even the way we they argue right now. We are not united.
What is the population of Singapore?
No, hold on. Oh, that is where you are getting it wrong. The more population, more potential, more capability, because now you have enough people to choose brains from. You know what I was saying?
Okay.
I mean,
Tony, can I help you with that? Tony, can I help you with that?
No. Hold on.
It has nothing to do with the population. It has something to do with when the institutions are good, then the policies you are bringing into the country or the society will actually steer that country into prosperity. That's what matters. What has that got to do with it? You say people are coming into your country and you don't even know how people come into your country. You don't even know how they live that they leave the country. Are you going to call that institution? And then you're not telling me now what is the population of Singapore. It doesn't matter. But when you talk about globally, they are one of the best because their institutions are good. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what matters, because it is the institution that drives home what is better for the country. It's like building a house without a pillar. How is it going to work? Thank you.
I think at the end of the day, I think we've all said the same thing. You've established this institution. The problem is that the institutions are not working properly. That is the reality of the issue.
No, I established that there's an institution. It's not even working. It's as simple as if it's not even there. You're just there as a figure. What benefit has it given to the Nigerian state now? Tell me one.
Hold on. Despite the fact that the police is corrupt, that doesn't mean that they are not doing anything. You still need them there. They still do something. You cannot just totally say they are useless. So I would disagree with that. I would disagree. But this whole idea of comparing with Singapore and comparing with this will never wash where I am. Those are wrong comparison, because we always seem to compare, but we don't look at these countries. What did they do? What did they do to get to where they are? Okay, last election, I did hear somebody will always shout China, China, China. People should start shouting Singapore and China. What you need to ask yourself, what did China do? What did Singapore do? When you start from there, you start addressing the problem of Nigeria. The problem of Nigeria is that we first of all want to get to the end of the solution instead of addressing the problem. Now, if you look at most of these countries that you are mentioning now, the United States, Singapore, China, is a unitary country in the sense that the ethnic groups are mostly one. Nigeria is a country of 500 different people. Very difficult to manage. You have to admit that. The German Chancellor, I'll give you a simple quote. German Chancellor, when he came to Nigeria under Buhari regime, they were trying to set up Mercedes and whatever you call them to come and establish plants in Nigeria. They've already signed an agreement with Ghana and some other African countries for German car companies. So the European Union brought the document so that Nigeria will also join, so that in the future they will establish a plant here. Now, they went to Ghana. It didn't even take them 3 months to agree with the government. But when the German Chancellor come here, what did he say in his press conference? He said Nigeria is too complicated. He said there's too many interests which you have to meet, which you have to agree with. He said the ethnic group are different. This one different thing, the other one different thing. So you cannot start comparing. It has to start from now. We have to look at Nigeria as a country. Are we a country in the first place? Are we moving with the same unity of purpose? You want to build a country, election has just finished. The next thing, what is happening is that people just want another election today. Countries will not move forward. The UK, you do an election and nobody is talking about. They'll wait till 4 years time. If you want to remove government. Don't go behind the doors and start turning the country upside down. But what I'm trying to say is that the government is not good. Everybody knows that one. It's not good. I still maintain it. Whoever will replace Tinubu 5 years time will also be bad, because we are going around in circles. We are not ready to address it. Now look at this issue of fuel. This issue of fuel that we are talking about today now. Some say, part of the protesting that you are talking about now, with some of them that maybe believe that there's a lot of political undertone with the protest. One of the communique they released that they should take fuel back to 200 naira. Then I laugh. This is the same people that is saying they want jobs, they want to grow a country. If you made the reform, Tinubu already made the reform. Once you go backward in those reforms, you know the signal you are sending to investors or international community. So you are not going back to what they've said before, that can you sustain those reforms? Obviously, check every country. You can go and quote any country that has done reform. The first country to do this reform, starting with power in Africa, was probably Egypt. Egypt faced the same similar problem that we are facing now. They faced it. It was even worse. Egypt had to go to the IMF for up to $10 billion bailout. Up to 10 billion. Even Ghana that did the reform, Ghana last year was given 2 billion.
Now, how much have we been borrowing? You are calling this. How much have we? Let me tell you, this government is still going to borrow.
Nigeria has not really taken a bailout.
He's still going to be borrowing and borrowing, and without terms and conditions, telling us without terms and conditions.
Hold on. There's two different types of borrowing. Nigeria has not taken a bailout from the IMF. So which shows that your economy is still strong. They will not.
Louis, let me ask a question. You're talking about reforms.
Yeah.
Good. It's one thing to announce reforms. It's another thing to actually implement those reforms.
That's true.
So what I want to ask, what reforms has Tinubu actually implemented now?
He will call your fuel subsidy reform. He will call your Naira reform. That's what he calls them.
That's not the reform. That 12 subsidy, that is a scam. That is it just increases taxes.
No,
that is a lie.
I will not say it's a scam. Israel, in the first place.
It's a lie.
Israel, hold on.
Israel,
I will not say it's a scam.
Louis. He announced fuel subsidy removal. He announced it on his inauguration.
Yeah.
But the problem I want to the question I want to ask is that it's all well and good announcing that you have removed fuel subsidy, but the problem there is that, you know, implementing the fuel subsidy removal involves I know it's sharing palliatives and call it cushioning.
I think the palliative is wrong, personally.
And call it cushioning the effects of
Which
subsidy.
rise, it will not go anywhere, and
I
it's
think
still
the
going to, that
palliative
is a
is wrong.
failure, another failure again.
Look at what my thinking about this so-called palliative has always been from day one. I have always maintained you cannot run an economy based on palliative. Now, you remove fuel subsidy, good or bad, whether it's good or whether it's bad, I've always said to people, Nigerians, the statistics are there. If they receive their money at the end of the month or wherever they work, they spend a buck up to 70 or 80% of that money on two things: food and transport. If you were removing that subsidy, what I would have expected from the government was a massive importation of mass transit buses straight away. So, say for example, now you have we know that in all the states you have 36 states. In all the states, for example, you have Benin City. Now, most of the workers, they live in the state capital. Say Edo State has a population of the 5 million you are talking about now. If you start by dumping 40 mass transit buses in Edo for a start, then you do an incremental increase every month or every year. So automatically those buses are so cheap. So the people will not feel the impact of the subsidy removal. Then the issue of food again, I said it from day one. I said when they did this thing of floating in Naira, what the government should have done at the beginning was also to do massive food importation. What you do is that before they harvest, what you are not doing is that you are not trying to create an equalization. But the problem is that they've done it without doing all those things, and they end up sharing rice. Sharing rice can be too, will not solve anything. It will not solve anything.
Louis,
that's what I'm saying now.
Louis, now you have now this is the same president you said has an idea of how to govern a country. You have just listed something that he failed. That's a failed policy. And secondly, for me to tell you, you are saying now that it should roll out buses. But do you just forgot that we have insecurity ravaging the country? And how do you now boost production through that one to actually make the economy safer?
Because you have insecurity doesn't mean that you have to wait for insecurity to finish for you to do other things. I will not buy that argument. When you are saying insecurity, okay, people can't go to the farm in Meduguri, that doesn't mean that they can't go to the farm in Edo State.
Now, how do you then know? That what I'm trying to tell you is that, hold on, what I'm trying to tell you that one of the things that actually makes a country safe and to actually, attract investors is like security and power. That's what you don't know. That's what, sorry, I'm not saying that you don't know. That is what they don't actually do. And right now, look at increase in power. If we are to boost in all this production, is it not the time to say, okay, let us give our what's it called, those manufacturers, a kind of a rate of, so that they can boost their production? Why don't we do that? Why are we then making them suffer again?
Hold on. I get what you are saying. I always believe.
I don't understand. Then in the recent now, what now? Tell me these policies now. How is it favor Nigeria?
I go answer that one. Like I said to you, I come from a school of thought. You cannot give what you don't have. You don't even produce enough electricity. Talk less of say you want to give it for free in the first place. You cannot give what you don't have.
You have to break the cake.
That is the reality first.
But we give to other countries, right?
Hold on. Okay, let me explain that one to you. Let me explain it to you. Wait, let me explain it to you.
We are another promise.
Israel, let me explain to what you say.
Israel, wait now. Israel, wait.
A lot of people in Nigeria, they seem to stick to the headline. Just pick the headline. We give to other country or we do this. First of all, go and look at the reason you are giving to other country before you start buying. Pursuing that argument. Now, I'll give you a simple example. America gives to other country. Not only Nigeria, different countries give to other country. Let me make it easy for you. If Nigeria is a country that has countries bordering it. You have countries across you. Now, part of the reason you are giving power to Niger Republic is an agreement, if you don't know. So when they build the Kainji Dam, because the river flows all the way from Niger through Cameroon, part of the reason they sign an agreement that will give you power is that so that they do not construct a dam in Niger to block the flow of that river. That is the reason you are giving it to them. So when you talk, first of all, go and investigate. Somebody tell you something, go and read about it. So Nigerians are very good at throwing all these things. So if the Dangote refinery come into street, petrol will be cheap. I said if you were in Nigeria, I said from day one, it will never be cheap. Because people don't read in Nigeria, but they love all these bullet points that they pick, which is very good with the obedient movement as well. Go and read that. There was a reason we give power to those countries. That's a reason. So it's not that Nigeria just wake up and say take. Now, I'll tell you one country that gave free power during COVID, when COVID finished. Ghana. Ghana gave their citizens a certain percentage of power. Why were they able to do it? That's why I come back to you. You can only give what you have. So because Ghana was producing excess at that time, and secondly, the electrical companies there, they were sending the power. The people could not pay for it. So the government now said that, okay, since you are the power company now, you are sending the power, they are not able to pay. Okay, let me just give you small discounts. Just give each person small as a palliative, which they do at the time. But at the moment, Nigeria is not even producing enough power to even run 20 states. Obviously, they want to be sharing it for free. So you have to understand where you are going to.
Sorry, I just like so they are not running. So the money, 1.1 billion, 800 billion, somebody is stealing it, and all these things. If they have to put them together, can it not be something that will be productive in the country? And you expect me to come and tell you that this government or institutions that you put in now are actually working? No, another thing you said, let me just put it so that you answer them together. I don't understand where you then see a country going backward.
Mr. Alois, can I answer Israel? Israel,
hold on, no, I'm never finished. I never finish. No,
one by
all
one.
This billion. Hold on, now let me just finish so that you answer it. Since you want to answer it, because somebody like me, I've already told you my stance, and my stance will remain, and it will never change. Because I'm tired of this kind of so-called we are coming, and we are not doing anything. This, you agreed that this person, you actually projected to Nigeria that he was going, he said he was going to do it from day one. Nigeria didn't beg this guy to become a president. Nigeria never begged him. He said he was going to turn Nigeria something else. He was going to start from day one. Now we are in renewed hopelessness. What can you tell me now, Ipa? You tell me now what you said now. How is Nigeria going forward now? Tell me.
How is Nigeria going forward? A lot, like I've said before, that a lot of reforms are in the making. There are, but you have to wait before you see the results. You made mention
which of the reforms? If you start naming them so that we know, because this student loan you are saying now, that is another. It's a write-off because you don't have a job to give to these people to pay back the money. So it's a way of actually siphoning them. On another way, when you came in with subsidy was not a move. It was just increasing taxes, and that is a flat-out lie.
Student loan will not work.
Wait now, don't be throwing words. Okay, what was your
first words? It's a fact. You know all these things. So tell us one of the things that is the reform that is putting in place so that we also jot it down so that when the time comes, we'll come and use it to ask you a question. How did we get here? So that we'll know. Please outline it, sir.
One of the reform is the fuel subsidy removal. Wait, let me enumerate them before you come in. The fuel subsidy removal, in the sense that instead of us paying the money for fuel, let the people pay for the fuel, and then we use the money to give development infrastructure to the people. 2, on education, the student loan. We need to bake the cake before we start sharing. President Tinubu is trying by all means to make sure we boom the economic base of Nigeria before we start sharing. There is no need for us to talk about sharing when we have not baked the cake. Then, on education, the tertiary institution, the student can then obtain a loan, which is a massive development. I'll tell you one thing. You seem to be relying on dropping of West. You can remember during Goodluck Jonathan time, somebody alleged that Goodluck took a lot of money from the vote, from the treasury, about $20 billion, and want to use it for snipers to kill people. Then Goodluck came out to say, Nigeria do not even have the 20 billion. If it is true, where would the money come from? Aloy said earlier on that the money we get is not even up to what Heathrow Airport is getting. You live in the United Kingdom. We are a poor country. We don't have that money. You all want to become Britain, or you want to become Holland in a day. People work for it. And it told you 500 years ago, these people have been operating democracy. Ours is just still young. Look at a situation whereby we have to sustain the institution up to this level till today. It's from the meager salary we get. And you made mention of we giving power electricity to a neighboring country. And now Louis put some more light into it and explained that if you allow these people to go and set up their own dam, then they would then block certain things, and the effect will be flooding all over Nigeria. That countries, richer countries, look after their neighboring country. So that is what it takes. And Alois made point to say that we as a country, we are about over 200 million people. Our GDP or our income is not even up to per capita. It's not up to $100. I don't know where people just put West into, throw West around what Peter Obi was doing those times, just dumping West. I would make both to say, if Peter Obi trusts himself so well, what stop him, for the love of Nigeria, to bring all those policies or those suggestions to the current leader, that's President Tinubu? Our point here today, our topic here today is that the president is not talking, is not explaining to the people what he is doing. That he will send emissary people out to go and be representing him. And that is where we are looking at today. And that is why people are agitating for our protest. Come to think of it, how many people are actually working in Nigeria? Everybody wants to be rich overnight. None of them want to work. I will let Alois and Victor to throw support me on this issue. I've only just summarized what the discussion has been about, the discourse. The floor is yours. Then after you, Victor, before we come back to our brother Israel Asemota, if he's still there. Alois, go ahead, please.
Am I speaking? No, what I'm trying to say here is that we can complain from today to next tomorrow about institution or whatever. Those institutions, the problem in Nigeria today is that we seem to direct all the problem to the center. Whereas we've mentioned the issue of removing subsidies just now, whatever we want to call it, whether it's taxes or whatever. At the end of the day, even in economics, people need to understand when you remove subsidy, what you've automatically done is that you have now created what we call like a piston system. The price will go up and go down, go up and go down. So it's no longer a fixed price. So that's exactly raising taxes anyway. But the point is
the market will dictate the price.
Yes, yeah. But the point is that Israel is trying to make that we need to really clarify these things a little bit. So when you remove that subsidy, that's why I say we seem to be directing all the problem to the center alone. If you go back to I think February 2023, when Buhari was in power, when the subsidy was there. The money that was shared among the 3 tiers of government, it was under 800 billion or so. So when Tinubu came, when this thing was removed, there was a month that they shared 1.8 trillion. So the states are getting more money. So personally, I say I'm very straightforward. If I want to direct all the problem to the center, what I would say is that the center should stop giving the states any money. Or then I'll direct all my problem to them. Or the center, when it comes to paying the fuel subsidy, the center should share the money into 36, give it to each state governor and say, subsidize your fuel for your state. So, but that's not going to work. But what I'm trying to say is that at the end of the day, we still need to go back to the fundamentals of the income. I'm just looking at some data here from Budget IT. Look at it like USA, Mr. Monday. In 1999, our budget was $13.6 billion. Then in 2000, 8.2. In 2009, where the thing went up a lot, it became 25 billion US dollars. Then in 2018, it's 28.2 billion US dollars. Now, the reason I keep saying stop comparing the West with all these things, the UK education budget alone, education budget is 116 billion pounds. 116 billion pounds. Nigeria total budget is 30 billion. Now, people can say the police is not working or INEC or this other one is not working.
Mr. Alois, a message just came to me from the APC chairman in United Kingdom. His name is J.K. Adebola. He said, I recall that in the last 12 months, President Tinubu has spoken to Nigerians many more times than PMB, that is President Mohamed Buhari, did in his 8 years in government. And yet, did you watch or did you hear that?
When he said Mr. Tinubu has spoken to Nigeria, did Tinubu speak to Nigeria through BBC, NTA, AIT, Channels TV, or whatever? All I can say is that since Tinubu has been president, I always see the Minister of Information speaking sometimes. Then sometimes I'll see the economy minister speaking. Personally, if I want to even advise him, the wrong person is the person do the Minister of Information. The guy has a very good English. He's a good oratory, like my friend Israel, can speak good English. But the people you are speaking to are not into that line of English. I would have preferred give it to Dele Alake. He speaks the kind of English that the ordinary mind a little bit understand. So it's not just speaking. So Tinubu, like you are saying now, they are going to riot tomorrow or whatever. I would expect the president of a country to address the nation. So even if people want to go and destroy whatever they want to destroy, they will do it even more peacefully. But the fact is, when you are bringing out the Minister of Information, bringing out the Minister of Finance to come and be addressing and listing the catalog of what you have done, obviously he has done some things. There's no doubt about that. There's record spend on infrastructure. That is very clear. He's doing that. There's the deficit is being reduced. So we are no longer borrowing more to finance the budget. So those things are there. But the point is, you can do all the reform you want to do in this world. If the people you are doing it for don't know what you are doing or you are not speaking to them, it doesn't matter if you buy Mercedes and send to them. If you don't take phone and phone them and say, I'm selling Mercedes, we don't appreciate it. So he has to come out, speak to the people. Because like my friend said, Buhari didn't speak. Like I keep saying to you, I can remember on first year, Buhari did an interview with BBC. So I was even saying that, why is Buhari doing his first interview with BBC? He did an interview with BBC. Then there was some follow-up. I cannot recall anything that Tinubu has done. I cannot recall. It's not that I cannot speak. So he has to speak to the people. So he can send you the text, say Tinubu was speaking to the people. I don't have any record. I don't know if anybody on the panel has a record of Tinubu speaking to the people. I don't know if you have, Victor.
Mr. Alois, go ahead before Victor comes. Victor, are you there?
I think he's dressed there.
No, Victor. Victor, are you there?
Yeah.
Victor is from United. You are there. Are you sleeping?
No, Victor, I was saying, do you have a record of Tinubu speaking to the people?
No, I don't. I don't.
So I don't know what the APC man in UK is talking about.
No, I don't.
That's the chairman.
Another thing I want to also say, these fuel subsidy reforms they are saying, it has been a failure in my opinion. Why do I say it's been a failure? Because before you announced fuel subsidy, there were no contingency plans in place, proper plans in place to cushion the effects. It was just hurriedly done without any proper planning, and now you are not sharing palliatives, sharing rice all over the place that will not go anywhere. So it's like this whole subsidy thing was hurriedly done. It wasn't properly planned, and even the approach to removing it, I wouldn't have removed it outrightly. You understand? I would have reduced it by maybe 40% in my first year and see how it goes, then and take it from there. I wouldn't have just removed it outrightly because it's very difficult to cushion the effects of removing it outrightly. Like what they're experiencing now.
Yeah.
So the approach to removing subsidy for me is wrong. It shouldn't have been done just remove 100%. I would have said, okay, in my first year, let me reduce it by 40%. Just like a pilot. I would have run a pilot program to remove it by 40% and see the effect, and then take it from there. So that is me. That is, in my opinion, that's what I would have done. I would have expected the government to have done. So for me, the reform has been a failure. I'm sorry, it has not worked.
And it's not only that one. It was good to audit the CBN. Another body that needs to be audited, it needs to be dismantled and opened up, is the NNPC. There is massive corruption.
If a few months ago, the federal government said that Port Harcourt refinery will be fully operational. So what is wrong? Why is not yet fully operational now? I don't know, Andrews, if you heard that government announced that it will be fully operational. I think
did they not say last year, December?
Yeah, but it didn't happen. It's not a.
Yeah, but that's what I was saying at the beginning, that we have a group of politicians. This is not just only APC, including the PDP, including the Labour Party, all of them. They do not speak the truth to the people. That is the reality of the issue that is going on here. Now, if you tell somebody, say refinery will work in 2026, that doesn't mean that they are going to be laughing at you. Just tell them the simple truth. Don't come out and say, oh, it will work in January, it will work in December. This thing did not only happen in the Nigeria, even in the Dangote one.
No, I think the problem is that they are hoping on Dangote refinery. You cannot be hoping as a government. You cannot be putting your hope on a businessman. Dangote is a businessman. He has invested his money in a refinery. He's in business to make profits. You cannot dictate. So it's like Nigeria. I don't understand. You have your government. You have your own refineries. Focus on fixing your own and leave Dangote alone. Dangote that they are hoping on. Yes, it's good. I'm not saying Dangote cannot contribute, but they should not put. I think they are over relying on Dangote.
Yeah, but don't forget. I hate to use the word. Mr. Dangote wouldn't like it, or when he came up on TV the other day talking about monopoly and the rest. That's also another issue in the country. But the thing is, the Dangote refinery was ahead of the government refinery. So maybe that one drive them to have a hope in it. But part of the problem of the Dangote refinery is that it's gone into constructing something that has never been done before. That was part of the problem he had. Not really constructing the refinery, the catalytic converter that converts the petrol. So no other refinery has a single train on it. So it's like a world first. So that one is part of thing that delayed the guy a lot and some other things. But going back to the government one, what I'm trying to say is that there are engineers working on that place. they know that the completion, let's just assume they know that the completion is in December 2024, we are now. Eh? If that is what it is, say December 2024, don't come and say to be ready in June 2023 or August 2023. Then you start postponing. And secondly, we all know that in the history of engineering work, and the engineering or whatever, when you renovate or when you try to fix something that has been dead for years, even if you finish doing the fixing, once you turn it on, you start seeing different parts that will start giving you complaints. Say, oh, this one, it's not fixing well, it's not producing well. So it's going to take a longer time. So they should just need to come out and be frank with the people and say, okay, now they've postponed it like up to like 5 or 6 times, like we have said now. So why are you not telling people it's December, or did you say December or what? Let's say December that they've said now.
December last year.
Yeah, I'm talking about this year now. Are they saying something like it's not going to be December or so for it to be ready, Abi? I don't know what date. Okay, let's assume they've said December now. You've already told people many days. There's no point. Iboma, what they will do is that they will just give a long date and say to be ready in June next year.
No, another thing I want to say, you know, those refineries were built in the 70s.
Yeah.
So they are obviously obsolete.
Yeah.
You know. So what kind of turnaround are they trying to modernize it, or are they just trying to? I don't know the kind of maintenance they are doing.
So what they've done in the Port Harcourt refinery is not a turnaround maintenance, it's a total upgrade. It's like you remove this equipment, you replace with a new one.
They want to modernize it. They want to modernize it.
Yeah, but even within that one, you can still do it. But the problem is that once you turn on, it's just a car. You come on something whenever. Once you turn it on, some parts will complain. So which means that, say for example now, you remove a wire, a electric connection to a distillation column, which was done in 1960. Now replace it with a 2023 one. So that wire may not fit the new equipment. So you also have to dig again and remove all the cables. You understand? So that is what they are facing.
Because you know why I'm asking this question.
Yeah.
If the refinery is so obsolete, is it worth spending money on it anymore? You know,
it depends on how you look at it. There are refineries that are older than the Port Harcourt refinery in the world that is still working.
You know, because it seems to be so difficult for them to do. That's why I'm asking this question. Because what
my question to Alois, Mr. Alois, assuming the refinery is obsolete, and do you think we have the capacity to produce more to refine our oil there, one, and two, even then at that, at what price would they procure crude to be refined at our own refinery? Is it the market price, or are we going to do trade by barter, or are we going to get the crude oil for free to refine?
Nigeria has crude. MPDC produces crude.
I have.
I would want Alois to throw more light on that.
I have said at the beginning, you cannot give what you don't have. You cannot build an airport if you don't have the money to build it. Now, the perception in the streets in Nigeria, that's why I keep saying that the politicians, they don't speak the truth. You can have oil in the ground. That doesn't mean that you have oil to go and refine. You understand? Now, at the moment, Nigeria is producing roughly 1.2 million barrels a day. Ideally, for Nigeria to have enough oil to give to all the refineries that the country have, assuming all of them is working, they should be producing close to 3 million barrels a day. Now, if you look at when Dangote was on the news that day, they were saying that, oh, IOC is sabotaging, they don't want to give him petrol, they don't want to give him oil. That's why I keep using the word. He wasn't speaking the truth. The government wasn't speaking the truth. It's not the IOC doesn't want to. The IOC will not come on TV and start making noise because that's not their job. It's not that the IOC doesn't want to give them Dangote oil. Now, the way the oil industry work, my brother Victor said we have oil in the floor, in the ground just now. Assuming you have an oil block in Delta State, or let's just assume you have in Benin City, They tell you that oil block, they done the survey. It contains 2 million barrels of oil a month or a day or whatever you want to call it. Now,
Mr. Alois, 1 second. The APC chairman, UK, just responded to you about regarding our topic. He said you will need to go and fact check that yourself. But the last time I checked, BBC was not a Nigerian news media and national broadcast by the president. And national broadcasts by the president were aired by all reputable news media in Nigeria. You are at liberty to fact check. What do you have to
Mr. Monday, I think he's getting it wrong. There's a difference between national broadcast and speaking to your people. National broadcast is just an address. Oh, I declare public holiday. Oh, Independence Day. Oh, what do you call it? Demalud. You come out on TV. I wish you Demalud. That is or you read budget. That is not speaking to the people.
We are talking about addressing people with regards to this crisis.
Okay. Let me even make the spokesman comfortable. Let me even speak like say I'm a supporter of the president or the party or whatever. I'm just being realistic here. You talk about that student loan just now. Good or bad, Mr. Victor, good or bad. Let's just assume what is good. Whether good or bad, forget the word good or bad. You this student loan. There are reports that I don't know whether they about 20,000 students or 50,000 students has already qualified and has been approved. Now, if that same thing as a pilot happened in the UK or America, the first set of students that will receive it, they will come to the presidential villa. There will be a press conference, and the president will present something that looks like a certificate to them and say, "Oh, this is your." Not cash, it's just an acknowledgement. Say you are one of the first recipients. Then there will be press there. They will ask questions. Ask the president a question. Why did you do it? Ask people a question. How do you feel being one of the first people to receive this student loan? That is interacting with the people.
Exactly.
It's not you come on the mic and say, oh, Nigeria, I need to facilitate with you that today is Demalud or today is Salah Day. That's not talking to the people.
Louis talking about student loan. For me, it's not transparent enough.
Yeah.
The student loan something is not transparent.
Yeah, I just use that as an example when you say I know,
but talking of that, it's not even transparent. It's not a transparent process. Because right now you are saying that some people are qualified.
My people, my panelists, I greet everybody today. Mr. Victor, 1 second. We just have a few minutes now so that we can round up. These few minutes, I will want us to give some suggestions and message to our president on how he can address Nigerians, like what Alois said just now. He should speak directly to Nigerians, not merely interview this time around. Like the protest is going to start in the wee hour of today, the early hours. The president is supposed to come out and speak to the people. Also, I will want us to have 3 minutes to give advice. What you think we need to do now to ameliorate?
Please, Ogamonde, you didn't give me my time to speak before the rounding up.
Yeah, you will have your time.
Give me 2 minutes.
Yeah, you will have your time. We need the president to come out and talk to people on how to take Nigeria further. And also, I will want the panelists to give us, 3 minutes to say solutions or message to the president on how they want the country to move forward. It's not just criticizing, but it's a pity Israel Asemota is not here today now to give us his own view of how he wants Nigeria to move forward. He's talking about institution. The institutions are there. Maybe they are not matured enough to him, but to me, I feel it's okay. But judging from our resources to manage those institutions, I want to take Tony, 3 minutes. Tell us what you think about how to move forward and how to stop this problem of crisis.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I will save your time. I will save your time. I will save your time. Thank you very much, sir. You know that I want to thank the guys, the Victor and the Alois. You know, I love the fact that you drove into the area of the petroleum sector there. You know, not only we get this thing, Brazil they get Petrobras, they get Russia. You know, why are we not? I mean, copy like them copied before. England, Minahuru, they went to England and came back and said, okay, let us replicate. So about the obsolete of our refinery, that is not true. It can't be obsolete. They can only the quantity that will be refined can be reformed. You know, to manage the current. I like the way that one of the engineers was talking about when you start the project. Once you refurbish, other parts may be breaking down. That is quite understandable because the country, this mafia that are holding on hostage, they didn't allow this the continuation, the continued running of the machines. Once a machine is abandoned, you know what I'm saying? And then it's domiciled for some time. Then because I'm an engineer, I went to the Badan Polytechnic. You know what I'm saying? So once the machine is running every day on daily basis, it will never break down. It will never break down. Those parts wouldn't be breaking down. Then you see that when you talk of this refinery something, you can see that there is no way. I think whether now my brother there, Victor, I love the way that you made reference to, that was earlier on when you made mention of the Zamfara and the Delta State example. For example, now, the modular refineries, in the country, we have 2 in Edo State, we have 1 in Bayelsa, we have other one. But they cannot get oil to refine because they have to take it up north first to the Hausa people to keep. Then from there they will be rationing it back to Edo State again. We have oil surplus in Edo State, a population of only 5 million. Why are we not? That's what we are talking about. So we don't have to be giving them excuses for not performance. We are living in the Western world. You know what I'm saying? So we know exactly how things are being done. Like in the case of Germany here, they are still running their old refineries of about 100 years. You know what I'm saying? They have to build new refineries to match the future supply system because they are that there's difference between oil and oil. Oil is sweet, bonny, sweet light, or all this tropical oil. Refining tropical oil is different from a refining oil from Saudi Arabia and all those Russia. They're different, So the Angola and the Nigeria oil, you have a lot of byproducts. We now know what they call byproducts now. That is what we are missing. And then I just learned that some group of Nigeria, I don't want to mention the name, very powerful people, the most powerful people in Nigeria, they are having some refineries, in Niger, some have in Malta, Cyprus. This is criminals. That's why we say that there are no institutions in the country. And then as far as I'm concerned, there is nothing like government. You know what I'm saying? What stops them from setting up more gas turbine electricity plants in Edo State where we have gas resources in abundance? So that's what we're talking about. So even the common ordinary this one they DSF, they said that it can only refine a diesel, and most of the cars that are in Nigeria right now, they are diesel. They are being powered by diesel. Why are we not taking the oil from Oromode from Ologbo and just send it direct to the refinery? But how can you have to take them to Kaduna? Yeah, I can stop now.
3 minutes is up.
Okay, thank you very much. I hope that the guys they get me so that there's not like institution in the country, no institution where something is not working, then it's not there.
You.
All right.
Victor, your turn.
Yeah, thank you, bro. Yeah, okay. You mean is it the closing remarks you're talking about?
Yes, solutions. What you think? Where do we go from here?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, like I said earlier when I first started, I know that this problem did not start with Tinubu government. Past government have also failed us. We are where we are because of past governments. But he also has to take some of the blame because he's the president. The buck stops with him. He has to find solutions. So for me, one solution I would see is for now because Nigerians are hungry. And one way to kill hunger is job creation. We need jobs. There are no jobs in Nigeria. And one solution is it should be thinking, how do I create jobs? How do I create jobs in this country? Because when people are gainfully employed, especially our youths, when they are gainfully employed, there will be less agitation, there will be less crime, security will improve. So
Are,
the
are
key
the
area,
are the youth ready to work?
yeah, if there are jobs available, but they are not available. That's the problem. If there were jobs available and the youth
Victor,
refuse to
in
work,
the
say,
West Indies, a lot of them they produce banana which they export. Like those days when I was growing up, people tap rubber, people go to farm. We have that resources.
it's not
If
just it's
people,
not
if 30
just
people are
it's
doing
not
that, they don't
it's
want
not
to.
just it's not just farm alone. Different jobs in different sector. It might be manufacturing. I mean, we need factories. We need jobs. We need Nigeria. I think
Victor,
the
I am a graduate in this country.
yes.
I've had to go and take up a job which is not even close to my qualification. A lot of people, not only me, a lot of graduates come from
Yeah.
Nigeria, Ghana, and
You are
all.
lucky.
They
You are
do all
lucky to
menial job.
wait. You can take up a job because the jobs are available where you are in UK, isn't it? But Nigeria, these jobs are not available. That is what we are saying.
But
They are not.
I mentioned in my opening remark today that a lot of people from Mali are doing our jobs
Which
in
jobs?
Nigeria.
Which
But
jobs?
minicab driving, Uber, a lot of other menial jobs,
I don't know.
foreigners are doing it.
I don't know about that. What I'm trying to say is that, the percentage of people, 'cause I don't know, maybe Alois can have that statistics, the unemployment rate in Nigeria right now. I don't know. How many
So,
percent unemployment do we have in Nigeria?
so the unemployment now. So because it's about 5%. The reason is 5% is that what's happened is that a lot of countries has been using the UN benchmark or the IMF benchmark, which countries has been using. So I think during when Buhari was about to leave, so Nigeria now started using that benchmark. So because unemployment has been redefined. So back in the days, unemployment was anybody that is not working at all. That's what they that is not working. That's what they classify as unemployment. But now, if you are working 10 hours, you are considered as working. So it's 5% at the moment.
Okay, but in reality,
That,
So they are, let's put it
our
this way.
brother
A lot of them are underemployed. Even if they are employed, a lot of
they are
them are
not.
underemployed.
underemployed.
That's what I want to say. Underemployment, yeah.
They are not gainfully employed. That's what I'm saying. They are not
Yeah,
gainfully employed.
yeah.
So what I'm saying is that Nigeria needs investments, foreign and even local investments, like what Dangote has done now.
I
That will
want
create
to
a lot.
ask you. Sorry, don't be upset. Just for me to come in. In the developed world, people work 24 hours. There are people who does night shift, afternoon shift. Have you ever seen such a thing in Edo or in Nigeria?
That for it depends on the nature of the job. Like in Edo, for example, now.
Night work.
In Edo, for example, now.
Most
Edo has
factories, people work in the factory in the night.
Edo has always been a civil service state, right from
No,
time.
no. There was brewery. There was Bender Brewery. My uncle was a manager there. The Bender Brewery was only 24 hours. Then all these Niger matches in Ibadan.
I
All
know you
these,
have.
hold on. Nigeria breweries. Then all these companies. There are a lot of companies that were running on a Nigeria cable company in Igomu there. Many, look, I beg. That's why we say the system has
No.
failed.
What Mr. Victor is saying, like whenever I classify that as consumption. What
Yeah.
Mr. Victor is saying, like, okay, put it this way. Now, when you guys were talking about the Benin City mall that they keep praising, I was laughing, because at the end of the day, it's consumption.
Your network is
You
not
li-
Yes,
good,
sir.
please.
you,
You're
you,
closing
you,
the
do you hear
max.
me now? Do you hear me?
Yes.
Are you hearing me?
Yeah.
So if you
Loud
live in
and clear.
America or the UK now and you have a child, do you wish him to go and work in a shopping mall? You want him to go and be a dentist or be a aeroplane repairer or that. So what Mr. Victor is trying to say is that we have to go back to industrialization. There is no country in this world that progress without industries.
Exactly.
The UK, America, even China till today, they all took people out of poverty through industrialization. Now, if you look at the case of Nigeria, the problem is that, like I keep saying, we need to first of all ask ourselves the question, what do we want to do? Where do we want to be? At the moment, we are going around in circles without asking ourselves questions. So you will change a president, you will be happy for 1 year. Then after 4 years, you remove it, put another one, you'll be happy for 1 year. The same problem is continuing. Now, if you look at China that they keep talking about now, go back to the 1960s. China was poorer than Nigeria. China was poor. People were starving. There was mass starvation. This one that you are seeing in Nigeria now, it's enjoyment. It's enjoyment.
Malaysia was
the one you are seeing in Nigeria now is enjoyment. In China, people were dying on the streets. So now, what happened in China? What the China, when Ma, who was the founder of the modern China, what he did was that he looked at the whole world and said, okay, we have this problem. What do we do? Now, he looked at the countries that were near him, Japan, the other one. Japan was already getting industrialized because they had links with America and the rest and whatever. So what they decided to do was that the first industry in China, and you'll be surprised that the first industry in China was ship dismantling. So what they were doing is that they would go to Hong Kong, that the British were there. That British was usually for trade. So the ship that the British were abandoned, they'll bring it to China, tow it there, and come and dismantle it to resell. That's why you see it today, you keep saying China is copy. Because all they do is take something that somebody else has done, reopen it and redo it. So that is how they build their economy, through industrialization. The problem with Nigeria is that we can go the way of agriculture to industrialization. But what you keep seeing that both at federal level and even worse at the state level, which are even worse than the federal government, but every Nigerian keep blaming federal. The states are worse than the federal government. All they do is consumption.
Yes.
Airport, road that does not last 3 months. Shopping mall. That is all they do. Now, what stop a governor? Look at a case what stop a case like those state now? Those state now coming out and saying, like Mr. Victor said now, we used to know back in the days that those state there was rice farms in Ishan side. There was rice. There's cocoyam, there's plantain. Nothing stop those state government from saying from that budget of 500 billion, whatever it is, take only 3 billion. Let me farm thousands of hectares. Employ this unemployed youth. Take people from Brazil or whoever that know how to do to come and support them. But they are not interested. All they are interested is in all this fantasy project that goes nowhere. That is the only way you can create job. You need to go back to industry. How can a country in Nigeria at this age, you import matches, you import corn, common corn you are importing, you import maize, you import wheat, you are even not importing gari, if not even possible, you are importing gari. Then somebody will not tell me that, oh, the problem is Abuja. These people are collecting money too, so they are part of the problem. So that's why I say we need to ask ourselves serious questions. Because at the moment, what we are having is that the politicians are not speaking the truth, whether it's APC, PDP, or Labour. All they come on TV, they will quote all the problem for you, but none of them will ever tell you what they want to do. They will quote it, or the other one we saw this one when I was in government the other time, and PDP when I was here. That was better. The other one will come. APC will say PDP is 12 years. Labour will come and say, I'm going to this, I'm going to that.
Even those states, even most of their campaigns I'm watching, they are all insulting themselves. Nobody's discussing the issues. When you hear them campaign, they'll be insulting themselves. This person is that one is APC is PDP is this. They never discuss the issues.
Put it this way now. You've just mentioned a case of unemployed youth everywhere. If you go on YouTube or many channels, there's a young chap in Ibadan. This guy is doing hydraulic farming. And this guy is able to pay people. They brings them there, he trains them. When he's training them, he's able to pay them an allowance, I think about $50 a month. This is just an individual. It didn't come from abroad. Now, what I'm saying is that what stop a state like Edo say, okay, I'm going to bring out 50 billion naira. I'm going to call 10,000 youths. And say, okay, I'm going to give each one maybe like 2 hectares or 3 hectares. They find an agricultural extension worker to support them and say, okay, I will pay you allowance of 10,000 a month. I'll provide all the seedling. I'll create a farm implement society that you go there, you borrow the machine to go and clear your land. You grow these crops. Once you finish growing, when you harvest, you pay me 20% back incrementally. But they are not interested. But all they want to do is all these useless projects, building airports. How can you have a country that there is 0 passenger, there's no passenger? Virtually, there's about 37 airports, 10 airfield. So I've never seen that one before. So they keep building you projects that these people are celebrating their civil service building in those states. What is it going to add to the life of the people? Civil service building?
Louis, sometimes too, I don't even blame the government. Like I just said, I also blame the opposition too. Because
that's true.
When you listen to the opposition, they will never tell you what they will do different. They will start insulting themselves.
Yeah.
Oh, this person, but they will never tell you, they will never speak about the issues of how they can improve it. Okay, this guy did wrong. We have agreed that this guy did wrong. What are you going to do different? How are you going to improve it? They will never tell you. They will start insulting themselves. APC will insult PDP, PDP will insult APC. They will never discuss the issues. Most of the campaign I've watched
my great panelists, I think this is where we have to draw it up, the program to a close today. Please, today, because we are already, it's Thursday here now, we're going to start this program again, because I like what Alois, Victor, and Tony Africa said about the suggestions of way forward. We will be coming out streaming tomorrow, and we will leave the phone lines open for all Nigerians, for those who really love Nigeria, to speak on way forward, what we need to do. My people, this is where we will have to bring the program to a close today. And please join us today again, later in the day, where we will be exploring many ways we can help our country. Today, my viewers at home, I know you stumble on this video. Please like like our video, share it, let it go viral. I know it's lengthy, but there are ways we can share it. And also, we've had the opportunity to listen to the problems, the empirical, the introduction. A lot of people, apportioning blame. A lot of people have already. We will try to explore the way forward, the solutions, and we will encourage people to phone. We've had the opportunity of listening to Victor Alois, where they explain to everybody that our governors should take the blame as well. They should not just leave all to the central government, that is Abuja. My people, when I don't hear us today, today, later in the day, we will come on air. Our panelists will sit down, take calls, and listen to you way forward. Protest is not going to sort anything for us for now. It's speaking to the government, and that will be waste of time and waste of resources. My people, I beg una, make una take am easy. President Tinubu, now only 14 months, he don't stay there. He's laying foundation. He will build more on it. We still get 3 years to election. Make people not to take the opportunity for them to campaign. As soon as hear from our panelists today, our brothers and sisters, we share the view today. They say make state make them they take the blame. The money where them they receive, make them not the user and build airport, build a government building, secretariat, Alagodaro. Then say make them they invest the money to the extent Alu is talking about one man within Nigeria. If they buy farm produce from all farmers, then you go employ people, they pay them $50. $50 now about 80,000 naira mostly. At the end, you go send them out, make them go, they do their own farm. He say now all those type of things, now our state government, state governors supposed to they spend the money for. So because of that, I like that suggestion. I like the suggestions where the panelists give today. Tony Africa talking you too. He talks say, not be only government then go blame. The whole problem dey our hand. Alu is talking to the point. He say China, he say na she building scrap ship vessel wey not good down. So make them go the dismantle and make them bring the metals, the brass, the zinc, the aluminium out. He say, but China go before they do that one, they go break them down, they go rebuild them again. By so doing, China come big. He said China send a lot of their people, make them come overseas, come Europe, America, England, make them come learn how they take develop. And those people, you not say make them just sit down for Europe or America, make them not come again. Then go back home. All the things where they learn for Europe and America, they go to use them for their country. Our people, they go come here, they go marry. A lot of them go begin put themselves for basic credit, though they say them buy mortgage, they buy house. Whereas now mortgage, our people, they call it advance rent. He say not be that one. If all of us where they work for different factories, different places, we go home, we go they set up such a thing. Those type of things go still create job for our people too. We get land, we get fertile land. I don't talk how many times for this platform. One banana, if you take 2 bananas for supermarket here, now £2 now you pay, which is about 4,000 naira. I go African shop, never take. 3 days ago, I carry one small yam. I'll show the video tomorrow, the yam. You know how much I pay? I pay £4 something, which is about 10,000 naira, 12,000 naira for one small yam. All these things, they grow for our country. People just want to make noise out of bad belly. They say na Tinubu or our leaders. Not at all. Now all of us get the blame. Tomorrow we go do 3 videos. We go talk about Nigeria government, the strike or the protest. Then we go still talk about Edo State. We go still talk about Ibota. My people, I beg, make una join us tomorrow. Make una share this video. Our great brother for home, his name na Uji Osakpolo. Yekekpolo Ami. You go share the video, reach everybody, reach our leader. Me too, I promise. I go share them to Tinubu support group, where Tinubu go see the video too. I know say long, so tomorrow we'll call the video short, so that a lot of people, because of the crisis of cost of living, so that everybody go watch her. I greet everybody today. May God bless you all till we meet again.
Good morning, Nigerians.
So my people, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
We, on behalf of the Tinubu support group Diaspora, I'm consulting with prominent Nigerians in this country. As I told you 3 days ago, we have to take our country back. We cannot be here and be comfortable and our people are back on suffering. We don't need anything from you. The least you can do for us, support. Give us your moral support. We don't need any money. We want good education for our children. They can't be harvesting our resources and be harvesting our organs. This is a movement. I want you, all Nigerians from all over the world, to give Bola Ahmed Tinubu your support. He will transform Nigeria, trust me. I believe.